Waiting for this for years.
It's my moment.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to It's a Long Story, a place where we roll dice, we tell stories, and we create magic. We are here with our lovely crew of the Mongoose variety.
Mongai.
What are, I mean,
It's probably mongoose.
I think it's mongooses.
are they
It's
rodents?
mongooses.
What are
Mongooses?
animals?
But like a moose is a moose.
Yeah, I think
like,
they're rodents.
Two moose,
Rodents?
right?
Mhm.
Our favorite rodents, the Mongoose Crew. Everybody take a look at your camera, wave, and say hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Hello. For those that have no idea what this is, hi. We are a D&D live stream that runs every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, having 5 parties, living, existing, and breathing for those that do in the same homebrew world, the wonderful, beautiful world of Estera. So if this is your first, second, or third time watching, welcome. We hope you enjoy the show. But if it's the fourth,
Fuck you.
get out. Okay. Damn. Damn.
Sorry, I didn't mean it.
You can come back when it's the 5th.
He's just getting into character. It's fine.
That's what it is. Yeah, beautiful. Cool. Hold on a second. I gotta drink this. All right. Before we jump into tonight's session, just some announcements. This will be the last time I'll announce it here, but our auditions, interviews, whatever you want to call them, are officially closed for Monday's and Friday's game for Unearthed Arcanum and The Reckless. We have found our players. So for those that I got to talk to, interview, whether we got to a face-to-face interview or not, thank you so much for jumping in and being a part of it. I really appreciate just being able to kind of talk to some people about their love for D&D. And as I had mentioned to everybody beforehand, if you are wanting to play in a couple one-shots that will be coming out hopefully next month, you can do that. Is this the... Yep, there we go. Cool. So that will be coming out probably in the middle of the month of April. We're doing some one-shots during the week, so you can check those out at startplaying.games/GM/It's a Long Story. There's not currently any information up there right now, but you can always just check that out and just make sure you have that. You can also message me on there and say, hey, can you please remind me when those games come up, and I will do that. So, yeah. Lastly, you can also, if you're wanting to support the channel, best way to do so is to like and subscribe where you're watching this, whether that is on YouTube or Twitch. This is a live stream, so always feel free to say hi. We often have other players come in from other campaigns just to say hi and joke about something I'm doing wrong, probably. No, I don't think that's ever happened, actually.
Yeah, Joe never does anything wrong.
That's right. That's what's never happened, is me doing anything wrong. But yeah, please feel free to say hi. Always love that. I will at least try to wave unless it's a really heavy scene. You can also check out our Instagram and TikTok down below at It's a Long Story _TTRPG, where you can see some moments, classic and new, of just the time that we've spent playing this silly fun game together. Yeah, and you can also like and follow, or just talk to me on there, or talk to us on there. That is it, I believe. Yeah. Cool. So before we jump into tonight's session, we need to get a recap of where we left off with the crew. So Kayla, please take it away.
So after defeating the Red Hand Slavers, the group rescues Weston the Wombat, Wilbur's sister's best friend, from a cage. Saren picks the lock of Weston's cage and tries to comfort him. Milo's outside feeding and freeing the horse, and Wilbur takes revenge by putting an arrow through one of each of the slavers' eyes before going to comfort Weston and promising to get him home. After reassurance from Wilbur, Weston lets Squar heal him. Then Wilbur contacts Riley, and when she arrives, furious at what was done, she asks Wilbur to make them pay and takes Weston back to the Grove. Milo and Guar burn the slavers' bodies, and Wilbur marks an arrow with his blood while the group reflects on the darkness of the world before heading back to Marvin. Once inside, Eldrin and Wilbur reconnect, while Guar makes Wilbur a penis coffee. Not explaining. Milo stays outside, riding the horse we rescued next to Marvin. Meanwhile, we flash back to Eldrin consulting with Catherine about protecting us and Raylor from whoever created him, considering spells like Geish and Intellect Fortress to shield his mind. She later discusses this with Saren and Broomhilda. Catherine mentions force field spells to keep out divination magic and reinforces that any damage done to a simulacrum is hard to come back from. Back in the present in the sending room, Saren tries to warn Milo about the sentient magical forest they're walking through due to her past experience walking to Celeste. After she tries to continue to update Huxley, telling him about the Red Hand slavers that they just defeated and the wombat they saved from them. She tells him they'll probably be in Celeste by tonight. Saren goes back to the table, and they sort through the loot from the wagon, discreetly pushing aside a collar and shackles. She finds a pouch of ash, wondering if it's an urn, but Eldrin suspects that it's a spell component, and Raylor notes its unusual sheen. Saren pockets 5 platinum coins, but when Raylor examines them, he quickly realizes they're trackable and hurls them out the window, while Saren frantically yells for Milo to leave them alone. Outside, Gutter finally catches up to the group. Sorry, Gutter, we left you behind. Jumping on Milo's head as he rides the horse. They name the horse, and Milo does monk shit, and him and Gutter have a great time. Milo yells up to Guar and asks for food, and they're definitely scaring any possible wildlife away. Inside, Saren and Eldrin head to Broomhilda's room and discuss possible protections for Raylor. Saren refuses any plan involving collecting Raylor's soul with Venoseppa's help or permission, despite Broomhilda's insistence that it might be the simplest solution. Eldrin offers to continue with Persona and commune with Persona and reach out to Cerilius for more insight, and says that she can also try getting a copy of Saren's contract with Venoseppa. Saren says she will try to look to her patron for answers, and Broomhilda heads to the library. Downstairs, Raylor makes a request and asks Guar to take the key to the magical obedience collar that he places on himself, ensuring he won't be able to use magic. He says he trusts Guar to eliminate him if he becomes a threat. When Eldrin comes down the stairs, Raylor explains that the collar keeps him from using any magical abilities, and now we just need to find out how to shield his mind. Saren, thinking through everything alone, realizes that she has been wearing her ring of mind shielding ever since buying it in Midtown. She rushes downstairs to show it to the others, and they realize that it could not only protect Raylor's mind, but also serve as a failsafe if he dies, because his soul will be trapped inside the ring. In a dramatic display, Raylor theatrically proposes and says, "I say yes," as Saren slides the ring onto his finger, leading to a passionate kiss in front of everybody. Wilbur walks in, sees them making out, and immediately walks right back out on the balcony. Raylor then identifies the strange items found with the slavers, including an obedience collar, mithril shackles, ghost step powder, and a toolkit, oil, and poison-coated lockpick with a vial of torpor venom. Saren and Guar both respect Raylor's decision to trust Guar with the key. Meanwhile, Eldrin jokingly freaks out Noros by implying that she would rather have morning sickness than motion sickness, which leads to Noros confusing Wilbur and Milo with a bizarre discussion about theoretical parenthood, leading to the hilarious quote, "If you created something with someone, then you wouldn't. They would know that you would understand that both of you can't go outside ever again." Inside, Guar unlocks Raylor's collar, and as soon as he does, Raylor's eyes widen in shock, and he immediately bolts upstairs asking where Broomhilda is, and runs into the library exclaiming, "I know where I am." Saren follows closely behind, and the session ends with his sudden revelation.
Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you so much, Kayla. Please take that point of inspiration. Anything else to add, friends?
No.
Okay.
That sounded
Cool.
great.
Thanks. I tried.
Sounded good to me. Sorry, I keep burping.
What's the horse's name, Milo? And by Milo, I mean Jamie.
Get about.
Thank you.
Get about.
Yeah.
I hate
I
it.
was gonna try to say that, but
Get about.
good. Yeah.
There,
Get that.
Should be Dirty Pop. That's what it should be now. Dirty Pop. All right. Anyways,
here's my horse. Dirty Pop.
here's my horse, Dirty Pop. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. You guys want to play some D&D?
Hey Joe, you want to play some D&D?
Oh, Jamie. I thought you'd never ask. Yeah, guys, let's play some D&D. All right. Oh, there we go. We come back in on the in the library where Broomhilda almost blasted Raylor as he comes running through the door. You see Raylor, as you all kind of like come in after him, moving frantically, having this realization of an understanding that he left off with, "I know where I am." As he says that to Broomhilda kind of gives him a quizzical sort of look, and you see Raylor immediately running to the bookshelves, scanning, looking for something. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I mean, I would have followed Saren when she followed Raylor. And I think Eldrin's impatiently waiting outside of the door, in like the door frame.
Yeah, I think Saren would have been right behind Raylor, and she just, as soon as he says that, she like freezes and just stares back and forth between him and Broomhilda, just waiting.
Yeah. You see him starting to roughly pull books out from the shelves. As you see Broomhilda going, Can you just be careful, Saren?
I don't know. Maybe
What is happening right now?
Yeah, normally when you say that you know something, you had a revelation, you reveal it.
You see him not respond as you see his mouth starting to kind of like Saren, you'll notice this because you're close enough. You see his mouth like kind of moving as he's looking over some of the books that are here.
Everybody, just give him a second.
Finally, he turns around and goes, "Atlas, map, something. I need a map of
You
South
need to
Imea.
communicate.
Map of South Imea. I need a map of South Imea." And you see Broomhilda go, "Oh, okay. Yeah, all right." And you see her move to the corner of the room, pull out one of the scrolls, and extends it out along the table of the library. You see Raylor huffing and puffing and looking, running his hand along from the outside of the water's edge. Actually, I'll pull up the map here. The outside of the water's edge, going from the ocean side, going into the capital, into Eisenheim, and running along and stopping at Maybelline. What does anyone know about Maybelline?
Well, we've only told you about it a few times.
I know, and the correlation didn't connect with me until just now. But what do you know about it?
That's where you took, or where Raylor, whatever, took my brother to bring him back to life. That's where Volmos is right now.
But why?
I don't know. Druids are there.
Purpose? You said to me, I think you probably mentioned this at a certain point, of the idea of like how Tritons seem to be, like Grinchelli seems to have it in for Tritons.
Mm-hmm.
You said to me about how specifically Tritons have been hunted by this, by Grinchelli, right?
Well, specifically Tritons from the Enerath family, yes.
All right. Okay. Why?
I thought it was just because we stuck our noses into something we shouldn't.
I guess that is a possible theory, but think about what your All right, Maple Leafs. Anybody know where Maple Leafs was about 100 years ago or so? Closer to like 95, 96.
Blank stares.
Yeah, you see Blake stares from everybody as Raylor is just like, kind of like, there's also a moment of like Saren, like, you're from Valshar, dude. Like, why do you like, well, there was, okay. So in trying to kind of understand and figuring out South Imaean history, I've done a lot of research on
Can
understanding
you cut
how
to the chase, please, and not treat this like a lecture?
I can't. You need to understand why I'm getting to where I'm getting. Almost 100 years ago, Maple Leaf didn't exist. It was a part of the river from the tributaries that kind of extended out from the sea going out further into the mountains. There was nothing there. It was just an extended space of the river. There was no explanation on the idea of how it is now swampland. That's not how land works. I thought it was interesting in seeing that, but kind of pushed it from my mind from other things that was happening at the time. I believe something pushed the land up to make Maple Leafs. Something that some people would consider to be a weapon. And to find it, they would need someone who is very good being able to understand, define magic and language, and someone who understands water. For whatever reason, maybe because of the fact that merely because you can breathe underwater. I don't know.
I mean, there are plenty of species, races in this world that can breathe underwater. We were just the unlucky ones that got into her path.
Right, okay. Sure. But how many do you know that specifically have land trials that bring them to South Imea?
That's a good point.
I think there's a rod in Maple Leaf.
Okay.
I
Well,
think that's where I am.
I know that's
and-
where Volmos is. Zaris
And where
confirmed it.
Vomos is.
I haven't been able to really discuss it with all of you yet.
Do you all understand? Do you all get it? This is cataclysmic. If the rods are real, which it seems like they are, from trusted people that you've talked to, then that's what this might be.
No, I understand. It is cataclysmic, and I think it warrants us going there.
Yeah,
But we need to go to Grifton first.
If he gets his hands on that, Eldrin,
What am I supposed to do right now? Do you know how long it takes to get there? You don't think I want to go there immediately? You don't think I wanted to go there the second I heard Zaris confirm that that's where part of the soul of my dead brother is?
okay. Then we need to scrap whatever plan we had for Grifton and head there.
I mean, we can head there right after Grifton. I think we should go as soon as we can, but I mean, we have to get to South Imea first anyway. But we have to go before Granchelli gets her hands on the rod, provided she hasn't already.
Right.
And
Right. But
save
it would be
you.
much safer and quicker to get there by water, following the river as far as we can get.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to if your pirate friends can take us there instead, Saren. We'd have to postpone with the people in Grifton, but where I look around, where's Guar? Where's Wilbur?
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Guar didn't go up because Guar thought there were too many cooks.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. So I say we need to discuss this at the table with everyone. So
I mean, just come into the library. That's the easier
Yeah.
solution here.
well, and Eldrin's like I'm referring to Milo too, but I guess we can just fill him in.
Yeah, just I mean, I bring him up here. This is like,
I don't think he's going to leave the horse.
I don't think you're all understanding what I'm saying. This is big.
I understand what you're saying and that it is big. It's just that I can't do anything at this exact moment, so I apologize for my lack of shock and awe.
I'll go get everyone.
Thank you.
And Saren's gonna run downstairs and collect people.
You see Raylor just in a full kind of like 180 of like, well, maybe 180. He seems to be like incredulous in the response of this news, in the idea that Eldrin is at most bemused by it.
Mm-hmm.
Wilbur, what are you doing?
I'm waiting to be collected.
He's waiting outside. He's like, they're making out. I will not come back in. Not until
okay,
I'm
yeah.
collected.
Yeah, so Saren, you go outside.
Yeah, Saren flings open the door, and Raylord knows where he is. The real one, and we have to get upstairs.
Okay.
And she's gonna look over the balcony. Milo, can you, I don't know, leave the horse with Gutter?
I don't know. I think he's named it. I think he's attached.
Gutter, can you hang out with Get About, make sure nothing happens to him? Yep, I'll be right up.
Get up, Bob?
Get a bop. That's
Oh.
the goddamn horse's name.
Okay, of course it is. Why does he always have a new pet? Oh, I'm going upstairs. Where's Guar? Where?
If you're asking me, I think it's wrong to have a pet. As I'm like walking upstairs, just saying.
I like the idea of you walked right past me out the door, Saren.
Yeah, she's like looking around and goes, "Oh, upstairs," and then why am I echoing?
What happened to me last time? You don't sound like you're echoing to us.
Oh, that's good. And then she just looks at Gerard and like kind of waves him upstairs and starts going back up the stairs.
You're a part of this, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Cool. So as you all come in, Raylor just kind of relays the same information that we had before.
I yell for Noros.
Yeah, Norris comes in.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that sounds pretty intense. There's,
How do you know
good
this,
God, there's a lot of moving parts.
Raylor? How do you know this?
I don't. It's pieces that seem to fit together. It is strange that landmasses form like this, and I always thought that was something that would be interesting
How
to
are
check
you
out.
so sure that you are there? What caused you to all of a sudden have this epiphany?
Because you're sure that Volmos is there.
No. You had this epiphany before you knew Volmos was there.
No, I think you told him.
Mm-mm.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
When?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to talk to you guys about what Zara said. And he said that last session out of like
But the
nowhere
dream
when he-
you had,
the dream I had didn't
or who had it?
the dream I had didn't have him in Maple Leafs. The dream I had was them having sex. What are you talking about?
You had Volmos in the scene of seeing Volmos in the jail.
Yeah. When we were in there, you said Volmos said something to Saren about
Maple Leafs.
Yeah, about
Yeah.
like they were in Maple Leafs when he was like bringing Volmos back to life or whatever.
Yeah.
So he knows that.
He knows that, but he doesn't. No one knew because I haven't talked to the group yet about what Zaris and I talked about. So I thought that
he's not relating it based on Zaris. He's relating it based on the dream that you had.
Oh, okay. So I say
It wasn't a dream.
Right. It was seeing through
Stride
the
Lord.
orb, right?
No. We're
Okay,
talking
what is
about
it?
we're
No,
talking
we were-
about when Saren was in when we relayed to him what Volmos told Saren when they were in the Enorian dungeons.
Mm-hmm. We were physically there talking to Volmos, and Volmos told us that,
And that's what
like,
we told Raylor.
described Raylor, and then we said, was it Raylor? And he said, oh yeah, that name sounds familiar. And then he said something about Maple Leafs.
Yeah, that's fine. I would say I think there was something else that came up that I'm not remembering specifics on that related to that I was pretty sure that Raylor was told about. So anyways, so that is what he says is the reason.
Okay, so then Eldrin's question still stands. Okay, why did you just have this epiphany now? You didn't know that Volmos is actually there now. You knew he was there in the past.
Was it something with the ring or the collar?
It was being reminded of why it would be important to negate the magic effects based on what I can do.
Okay.
It's
Or-
something I've been able to do for a very long time. It's easy to forget.
Okay. I'm not trying to be skeptical, but it just seems very convenient. And what if this is just a trap? This is a memory that was, or something that was put into your mind, and it's just now coming to light. If we rush there, how do we know we're not walking right into a trap?
It just seems too uncanny for it to be something that would unlock when I have magic taken away from me.
It just seems a little too clean to me.
Right, well,
Okay,
be willing
so
to risk the world on it.
If we pursue Maple Leafs, do we know anybody there that we can ask anything about Maple Leafs, or because I'm trying to think of the logistics.
Broomhilda
of pausing.
speaks up at this. The only thing I know about Maple Leafs is that it's primarily run by druids.
Can we tell our allies to meet us closer? And just start taking the river there? I mean, Hagen's already in Eisenheim. It's closer for him.
I just think it's going to start making us look incompetent to keep having them wait and to change where we're meeting when half of them are already there.
I was going to say, I think Warp speaks up here. Look, I can tell they're just beginning to get along right now. I don't want to... It's a fragile ecosystem at this point. I'm not sure if traveling together is the best idea before we get there. They're at a tavern. They're having a good time. They're getting along. I think they can wait another day or two.
There are 3 rods, correct? That we know of? Or is there more than that?
It should be full.
So we know one is probably a child. We know that Alistair has one. But we don't know about the other 2.
Is that really nice couple's son?
Yes.
It's strange to me that in the idea of these rods have been lost for thousands of years, assumably since as long as the world has been created. If that's how you believe it was, then the idea that they're just being found together now, the idea that even two of them have been found in the same year, it's mathematically almost impossible. Unless you believe the story. If the rods really are the connection to the primordials that built the world, then they would know. They would be able to have a consciousness and possibly extend whatever power they have. I think they're tired of being buried.
Do you think they're tired of being buried, or do you think they might be a warning system? They might be trying to ready themselves for something. We have because we have Grincelli, and we have Tall, and we have we have the rods of destruction that are popping up, and we have the Watchers, the whatever we're calling them, with the symbol that we can't draw or look at.
Speaking of that, the blue eyes, right? They have the Watchers are the ones with the blue eyes.
Who are you talking to?
Milo.
Me?
Yeah, because you said the Watchers, so. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many moving parts. I agree with one thing that's been said. It all feels very too much to be a coincidence. I don't know, the rods have to be aware of what's happening. To me, I don't know. It seems like the rods are aware of what's happening in the world and are trying to.
Could it be that some of the Watchers are finally tired of watching, and that's awakening things? I mean, we haven't really gotten to discuss what Saren and I talked with Raylor about when we asked him questions, but Raylor remembers seeing a blue-eyed Loxodon at one point, this visitor. I don't really remember the full sorry, my brain's not working. I don't really remember the full story, but that caught my attention when he was telling Saren and I about that. Why would one of the Watchers reach out to you or be anywhere near you?
You're right, unless they're becoming doers.
Maybe they don't want to see the world end.
Well, they would have nothing left to watch.
Look, I apologize for my immediacy. I understand that there are a lot of moving parts here. And I understand that trust is difficult in this moment because it is what it is. So I guess I will say that you do not need to necessarily trust me, but There are things that are happening in quick succession that have not been unlocked, talked about, or even considered to exist for years. Like Milo said, and I assume that you trust Milo, it's irresponsible to assume that it would all be coincidence at this point.
I agree that we need to go to Maple East, but can I look at Guarthus? Can the people you've spoken with, will they be amenable to waiting?
I mean, knowing them, if they have a roof over their heads, some nice accommodations, some meat in their bellies, and good conversation, I'm sure they would be fine.
Let me try and scry on Volmos with the actual magical item that will help with that. And see what I can
Milo's
see.
actively holding his orb
No.
towards you. Oh.
Brimhilda said that she had something I could use.
That's fair. And
Brimhilda looks at you and goes, "Are you sure that's wise right now?"
I mean, I don't want to walk into something without any information. I feel like that's unwise as well.
If we're going up against what we're going up against, being able to block from a scry spell, or better yet, being able to intercept, it's not magic that I would put past them.
What if I wear that handy ring that Saren has while I do it? Oh, you don't know about that. Saren, you don't have to do any more research. Saren remembered that she's wearing a ring that is like shields minds, so she's gonna have Raylor wear it.
They would still know that someone's scrying on Volmos.
I mean, would it? I mean, I've already done it once. Unless that didn't actually work, what I did with Milo's cursed orb. So we just go in blind. We rush in and wing it.
No,
I look at
but we
Brimhilda.
don't do anything that could be stupid for a reason that you want to see your brother again.
speaking of that, I know I'm the one saying it, but is there a world where we successfully have a small group go into Maple East and find out information? A couple of us stealth-based people. Sorry, Gore. Go on a fact-finding.
I can talk to a few people in Imea to see if there's any contacts that have passed through Maple East, but it is a self-sustaining community as far as I know, and they're...
Norris, have the branches ever had any dealings with Maple East? Any jobs or anything that you know of?
No. surprisingly, I mean, we've gone as far as Little Nest in working through certain issues that have, but Maple Leaf seems to have. We haven't heard anything from them.
I look at Brimhilda and I put my hand on her arm and I just say, at a certain point, we have to trust each other. I look at Eldrin and I say, and then I look back at Brimhilda, if anyone can successfully get us information that could be helpful to this, it's her.
I think Brimhilda looks at you and goes, I know you're trying to save face in this group, but there's a very big difference between trying to infiltrate and throwing a spell that could be detected so that they know that we're coming. For the possibility, just the possibility, of being able to see something else. Do you think that's a good plan, Commander?
Unless anyone else has other ideas. I like the idea of going in stealthily and the people who are good at that to go sneak in and find information. I just believe in my people. And no, this isn't about saving face. I've thought this the whole time.
I'm going to give you the option to roll me a persuasion check.
I'm going to choose not to.
You got it. Look. As you said, Eldrin, having one choice and having to push forward with that one choice is not a choice. Just like you don't want us moving off course to Grifton, because there's no other way we can think of right now does not mean there's no other way.
Fine, you're the expert.
As she says that, she takes out a glass orb that has this strange sort of draconic claw at the bottom of it, and she puts it on the table.
Oh, that's sick.
What's that?
It's not a cursed orb.
Okay, can we stop calling everything that has to do with me and magic cursed?
Join the club.
She's not smiling, I am.
What? And Eldrin says, and what is the point of showing me this? You specifically said we're not doing this.
Yeah, we're not doing it.
I'm giving Eldrin the option. As you said, I am the expert, as I agree with that, but we're either choosing to be together on this or not. So
I don't think you should use it. It's the same reason why I don't want to try to contact Raylar with the ring again.
Okay, so if we're trusting each other, then I'm leaving that on the table.
Well,
An
you are
assumption
among
that if it is used, it is something that we all agree on.
Well, let's just keep in mind as well that there is a huge advantage on my side to him not being able to recognize that I'm doing this to him, because I have personal knowledge of him. He's familiar to me, and I also have a little bit of his blood, so it makes it very difficult.
Yeah, for clarification, I'm not worried about it not working. I'm worried about it working and us not gleaning any information and being notified to somewhere else that basically saying Volmos is getting scryed on.
Fine.
I mean, if Melivest was able to interrupt the sending, that could happen with the scrying as well, I would assume. Right?
Okay, fine. No, we won't do it, but the question still stands. Are we going to Grifton, or are we going to Maple Leaves? I haven't brought up Maple Leaves yet, despite my conversation with Zaris, because I knew that it was probably more important to go to Grifton first, but Raylor is correct, a rod changes things. But just because we know about it doesn't mean we're the right people to go and retrieve it.
What were we gonna do in Grifton anyway? It's not like we can...
We were going to discuss what was next.
Well, maybe this is what's next. It's not like we can go to Dwendolver and confront Tall now. We're not ready. And having a rod could change that.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay. So, you ask your friends if they can bring us to Maple Leaves instead. Maybe we do what Milo said, and Saren and Milo and whomever else can do some reconnaissance, and then we can figure out from there how to get in. And I don't know, maybe we can talk with, maybe Micah knows someone in Maple Leaves or someone from the branches, just because, and I look at Norris, just because you haven't been that far doesn't mean no one in the branches has.
That's
yeah,
true.
I mean, Hagen is apparently, he's lived over 200 years.
Yeah.
And we'd be going right past him. We could, he was going to meet us in Grifton anyway. He could come with us. He could know something. He could find something out before we get there. We have a couple of days.
Will you reach out to him again today before we're at the ship?
Yes, some branches reach further than others. I look around to see if anybody gets it.
Eldrin looks and she's like, are you insinuating that Noros's reach wasn't as good as Hagen's?
I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't lived for
Yes.
200 years.
Okay, no, I just wanted
Also,
to know.
Hagen's like a good bit taller than. Like, he's just got longer arms.
Long
It doesn't
arms,
have to do with
right,
anything.
yeah.
He's maybe a foot.
I mean, he's as tall as me, so...
Literally, his reach is.
Right, it's long. Like, you look at my arm, and it's like, you know...
I think at this point the house lurches again, and Eldrin like takes a very deep breath, grabs Noros's hand, and like closes her eyes and like, okay.
Also, do you think?
Yeah,
do
you
you
see
think
Nora's
Micah-
eyes just shoot up.
Milo has like a like he's like looking into middle distance, and do you think Micah can like travel or see through rocks like Riley can with trees?
I mean,
Is that a thing?
I don't know of any.
Oh.
Maybe.
Wouldn't there just be, like, more rock in there?
I mean,
Uh,
not
but
necessarily.
from the outside of the outside of the rock wouldn't be more rock. It'd be like
Who is Micah?
world. Micah's a friend we met.
The outside in? Is that what it's called? The inside out? I don't know.
He runs lives in, operates the outside in. We met up with him. He's meeting us in Grifton.
Yes, I imagine that there's a certain area where that is important. Why would he be able to have this ability? Was my
Oh, I don't know. He's made of rocks. That
Milo's very
and he has like magical stuff
Infatuated.
that he
Rocks
Rocks aren't living things like trees are, though.
Yeah, just because something's chiseled doesn't mean that it's made of rocks. He is chiseled for sure, but he's not made of rocks.
He's an
pretty
Earth
sure
Genasi, right?
I
Oh,
mean,
Yeah.
he
he's an
rocks.
Earth
Yeah.
Genasi.
That.
Yes. Okay. So I mean, well, to Milo's credit, he's not entirely untrue. Earth Genasi have a lot of living rock in them. That's
Wait,
Could
living
Riley-
rock. That's called
Could-
muscle. I have living rock in my body as well.
Could
Like,
Riley have any druid contacts in Maplelease?
Wilbur, I would say you doubt it, based on she's not been able to really leave where she's at.
Yeah, Riley hasn't left the grove for anything except until, 40-some days ago?
Yeah.
So I highly
Okay.
doubt it.
Well then, how about Saren and Milo speak with Micah and Hagen, see if they can find out any information. Saren, I'm sure you'll need to talk to your pirate friends and see if they'll bring us closer to Maplelease first, and we can start there.
Broomhilda, do we have like a lot of gold?
A lot? Not at the moment.
How much gold do we need? I can request it from the kingdom.
Well, there's eight main crew members. Lucia did say she wanted twice what we were paying Merc's crew, but I also didn't really tell her how much we were paying them, so
Very smart of you. That's good.
I just wasn't really thinking about it. But it was good that that was left out, I guess.
How much should I be asking for? I mean, I can request it under the guise that they are going to be escorting us to Maplelease, where we are going to be retrieving Volmos' soul.
Well, how much are we paying Merc's crew?
Yeah.
Quar?
It's like,
a lot.
Okay.
we really need a bookkeeper in this group.
When are we ever going to be able to pay this debt? I'm just actually wondering.
Not to mention the debt that you all owe me. I was just kidding.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
I'll take it on. I'll work it off for them.
I was trying to make a joke.
So
It was,
so
I mean,
was
honestly,
I.
it
So
was
was I.
pretty solid.
I was playing along.
You promised Merc 500 gold per day and his mercenaries 300 gold per day, and there's 30 of them.
Right. But we
That's a
haven't
lot of-
started it yet.
That's a
because
lot of fucking money.
And then Eldrin goes, "Is that a lot?"
You see Raylor, who never really has been like said. I think Brumhilda's probably heard this. Raylor is probably the first time I heard this. Ooh.
Now, to be fair, Brumhilda did say she'd cover it, or she could handle it.
She did at the time.
Yes, that was before.
Someone better prestidigitate
Restitigidate.
whatever the word is, some money.
I mean, when I asked my father for money when we first left Honoria, he gave me about 500 platinum and asked if that was okay for spending money. I mean, so I'm sure.
You see
He just had-
Raylor's
and-
eyes still stay
And
wide.
I say he just had that in his desk drawer. So
I don't think Neuros knew that either.
Yeah.
He gave you 500 platinum.
yes, and we used it on magical items and the such. You all knew this. I paid for things for you for a little bit.
We didn't know it was just in his desk.
Well,
You
where-
spending money?
well, he wasn't sure if it was enough, and he told me if it wasn't.
We'll tell him
wasn't
it isn't
enough.
and have him send. Can he send some to us?
Well, I'm sure I can. I look at my trident. I'm sure I can summon the Queen's Guard again, and they can. Yeah,
Can
I
you-
have ways to get it.
Yeah, you should message your dad first and then summon the Queen's Guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but also, yeah, that's a ton of money. Saren, I say we offer the same terms for the pirates, because there's
Well, why would
8
we
of
offer
them.
the same terms? I mean, pirates swindle people. Why can't we swindle them? And
I
don't wanna-
swindling.
I
Is
don't-
swindle the right word?
If I'm gonna die, I want to die to Tall. I don't want to die to Saren's friends.
We're gonna die if we
Also-
have no way to pay all these people.
I assure you, they are all better people than the random mercenaries that Mercs
Well, I
found.
wasn't part of that deal. Guar already did it. All I'm saying is we don't have to abide by that deal for everyone we talk to.
If we're
Listen.
paying 30 people, we can
Hey,
add
Noros,
9.
we're gonna pay you 500 gold a day for helping us. Is this
Listen.
really what we want to do?
Lucia and Whack are not meat shields.
Jack. Guar.
What did I say?
Jack.
What did I say?
You said
Go on.
whack.
What? I did? Oh, man. Sorry. Jack? Did I say that right? Jack?
It's
Yeah, that's a
4 whole
name.
letters, Squire. It's really it's the same amount in your name. It's really not that hard.
Yeah, but it's weird.
we-
I've never heard
okay.
I've never heard anybody named Jack before. Jack.
I look at
Could be
Brumhilda.
3.
Do we?
Jack.
Is it so you can't get the money? Is what you're saying, Brumhilda? I'm not accusing. I'm asking.
I just said eventually I could. It's
Okay,
just
so I should
Jack. I am
Should have
Jack.
kept
speak
that
with my
bar.
father
Mm.
and embarrass myself in front of the Queen's Guard once again when I summon them to give me money from Daddy. Is what you're asking me to do.
Jack.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, is there another way? Is there another way to get the money?
It's a very
I mean,
harsh sound.
We can delay the conversation though, or we can delay the
payment?
We don't have to pay them on meeting because you don't pay till service is rendered.
Raylor's
Correct,
had
that's right.
enough. I think probably enough experience in Imaea. You know, that's like truly like, I don't know, 30 at least at least 30 times the amount that you would pay someone who is having a very good job.
Norris, how much did you make in your job when we were still in Anoria?
Oh, it was like a gold a week.
Oh,
Yeah, that I mean, that makes sense. Like my parents' business didn't make anything near that, but
so maybe in the future, the two people who grew up in high court should not be making these deals. Can we agree on that, Guar?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean,
It seems that we have
I mean,
not a great sense of how much money is worth.
well, I mean, it's a mercenary, Elder. I mean, what more could it cost? 400 gold? I thought I was getting a deal.
I mean, I honestly thought that maybe Norris made at least 100 gold a
You
week,
see-
but apparently
you see
he only
Raylor just
made
shake
one.
his head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eldrin, I imagined at least 100 if we were going to lowball, but one. So we are
Oh.
obviously off.
Well, you know, I
Yeah.
thought we'd be generous. Plus, some of them are gonna die, so like we don't have to pay all of them.
Well, I would
They're
think that
sad.
we
That's a
would need
good
to still
point.
pay their family. I mean, that's really awful. I mean, don't they
honestly,
have some
they're
sort of
mercenaries.
clause
They're
where?
probably not. Like,
They probably
They
don't
probably
have
don't have
families. They probably murder their
I
families.
think Brumhilda and Guar says that at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't think all mercenaries murder their families, Guar.
No, but enough of them do.
If anything, I mean, I would.
You see Brumhilda now looking at
And I
Eldrin
speak
like,
now, if you had said pirates, yes, I 100% agree with you. They probably murdered their families, and that's how they got into this
Murdered
life.
Their families.
Why else would they be on the sea plundering and pillaging and...
Well, the
Oh.
twins, their families weren't murdered. They've been orphans all
very
their
sad for
lives.
Probably by
Yeah,
mercenaries.
exactly. What?
I mean, pirates and mercenaries probably. We can assume whether they had a role in it or not. They don't have a very close relationship with their families. You don't choose that life out of an abundance of options.
Wilbur, where did you
Um,
find that?
I don't know, it just wandered up
We-
here.
Dang.
Who left the door open?
It's that fox that was following us.
Yeah.
What? Where?
Okay.
I will say, just as a for the well-off among us,
And Eldrin literally
Guar,
goes, Guar and I?
Yeah, you too.
Okay.
I currently in my possession have more money than I've ever had at one time. And the last store we went into, I had to sell blood to get what I needed.
I mean, I only have 600 gold on me. So I don't
only
have
have-
that much.
That's several times what I have currently.
I only have 460 and 100 platinum.
Okay, this is why I tried to take the coins that were going to track us. I have 200, which is also
I'm sorry. I've never
about
had
how
to
much
really
I've seen in my
think-
lifetime.
I've
This
never really had
isn't-
to
this
think
isn't
about
a-
this.
This isn't me putting a value judgment on you. I'm just giving you a sense of scale.
It's not
I
like I, had
give-
an
I don't-
overabundance
not-
of things.
I give
Nora
Milo
backed
and
me up on
Sarah-
it.
I don't want to be.
I give
like,
Milo and
offensive
Saren
to you,
50
but-
gold each. Here, I'm sorry.
I mean,
I
yeah,
really-
hell yeah. You don't have to buy my.
as-
You don't have to
as
buy my
Eldrin
friendship,
says-
but yeah.
Noros, back me up
Sure.
on this. I feel like Milo's thinking back to when we went to the place in Honoria to get your cloak, and they gave me all of those dresses for free.
Yep.
100%.
But no,
Uh,
honestly, I have never, I don't live beyond my means.
I mean, it was just too heavy. I just wanted to lighten my load a little, so I just wanted to give it to you guys.
Nothing. Yeah. No, and that's. I again, this isn't a like judgment.
I
This
value
is
the working
just
class.
My
as
where I'm from is
working class.
mostly working class.
There's a long pause.
Yeah.
Eldrin says that.
Yeah.
Where I'm from is mostly
I'm-
working class. So
Yeah. Again,
And,
this wasn't. A value
Noro
judgment,
speaks up
this
at that.
isn't a,
In what way, Guar?
we mine coal and we mine resources and turn them into weapons and
Who's
And-
we?
the people that live in my well, it's not a kingdom.
I'm pretty sure he's talking about slaves.
I mean, we've already
Lordship.
established.
No, they get paid. They get paid
No.
well for their work. They get paid.
We've already
We
established
work hard.
in Honoria that
Sometimes we
our
work on
people get paid
Saturdays.
a lot
and-
better than people on land.
Guar, there is a
Sometimes-
moment where you start to realize like the concept of money. You also are not.
Yeah.
You're not Eldrin level, but you're close. Like
Right. compared to everybody else,
shit,
for
I
sure.
don't- Yeah, like
Uh,
shit. I don't really
oh.
like. There was a good most of your life where you never had to worry about what things cost.
Never in my
Yeah.
life have I had to, but I always just assumed because of like Dwendelver is a very like manufacturing
Right.
industrious thing. I'm just like we're all blue collar workers and like we work
Mhm.
hard and we party hard and we we
You're-
salt of the
you're-
earth.
You're blue collar from Pittsburgh. Your last name happens to be Carnegie.
Yeah.
Eldrin's like really thinking.
Everybody
right?
loves me when I walk into a bar. So
What's a Pittsburgh?
So
Oh,
it
yeah.
was odd then when my mother paid Karen Erickson with the piece of jewelry she was wearing in her hair. That's not normal.
It's only normal for very poor people and very rich people. In between, it's a little weirder.
I mean, he seemed very pleased with the payment.
Yeah, he's one of the very poor people.
would it be
Oh.
okay? So I know,
Oh.
the whole concept of like, word is your bond and all that, but considering the quite ridiculous amount that we've offered to pay,
So we could have paid them a lot less.
a lot less, Guar.
Did you sign anything with him?
Nope.
I don't know if he could read it if he did. It
Probably
probably
not.
wouldn't have worked.
Maybe he doesn't remember what Guar told him.
I think Noros just goes, like looks at Milo like, I can read.
Maybe we could say like 500 total for Merc and 300 total for.
You know what you could do? You could go and you could talk to Merc again, but when you talk to him, act like it's a bad connection so that when he brings it up, you'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I said a total, not a day. You must have misheard because the sending closet has issues.
Are you all right?
No, that was the noise I was saying you should make. Like that, it has issues.
Do you want me to make you some coffee?
I don't like you right now.
Yeah, I could try that. Yeah, I think I could do that. I mean,
It does seem a little dishonest, though. But it
but I'm
seems
good at
that
persuading.
It does also seem that he's taking advantage of us.
Well, we can take advantage of him back.
Did he? I mean, well, that depends on. Did he state his fee, or did we offer that?
I didn't offer that. I just said, yeah, sure, that sounds reasonable.
So okay.
And you didn't barter, haggle. You didn't try and like.
This is
We
why it's important to have a master of
people.
coin. This would not have happened in Honoria.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't
What?
pay attention in my counting class, okay?
And I think Merc would have probably drowned in Honoria.
Not necessarily. If he came in the proper channels, he would have been fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
I think I tried to convince him that we said 500 total for him and 300 total for the meat shields.
Well, okay. I think then
That
we need
seems
to
more reasonable.
get all of this done. We need to talk to some people. And yeah, I don't think we
So-
can do much until we talk to people and figure out if anyone knows anyone in Maple East, and figure out how we're gonna pay people.
So, how much gold should I offer my friends?
What did you get in jobs when you worked with these pirates, as you call them?
Saren, you know it truly depended on what the take was.
Mm-hmm. It depended on.
But it was always
know-
even. You do know that.
Well,
Yeah.
what if I mean, I know that especially amongst thieves that your word isn't always enough, but would they take my word as the future queen of Honoria that the debt will be paid?
You're also
Maybe?
Do pirates work on credit?
I don't think that's the flex you think it is here.
we're also
No.
assuming that every single one of these people is making it out alive.
Sure.
They better.
Well,
it's
I'm
easier
just
to
being
keep
real.
8 people alive than 30 something.
I look at Saren and I just shake my head when he tries to when she tries to correct Wilbur, like, he's been through a lot, don't.
So I don't know if we can offer an even division of the saved world. I don't know if that can work, but I think if we're offering, if I'm getting our math right, our amended terms with Merc is 800 gold for Merc and his, as you affectionately refer to them, meat shields. And for, we don't have to tell anybody what we're offering anybody else. Can we just do even, call it 1600 total, and we'll.
I mean, we're not getting paid. Why do we have to pay other
Well,
people?
For clarity, it was, I believe the original deal was 500 per day for Merc, 300
Mhm.
per day per person.
Yes,
Mhm.
per person. That's 300 times 30 per
Daily.
day. Daily.
Daily.
So 9,000 a day.
Yeah.
9,100 a day.
Which when did that start counting? When they
We haven't started
changed
yet.
their
When
when they
they
changed
see
their course
Guar's
and headed
face.
to us.
When they see Guar, that's when it starts.
Oh, so all we have to do is disguise Guar. Right?
I can
Um,
size.
The
I
rest
can do
of
that
his
myself.
life?
I'm totally the Leonin guy again.
Now, I do think that they need to be paid.
Hey,
fairly,
everybody.
but I,
Can we at least give them something up front and then figure it out?
Are you all right, Eldrin? Do you have sinus issues?
I can give
Okay.
him my-
All right.
Oh God,
I-
not
give
the
him my
voice
scrying
again.
board.
I think that 500 for Merc,
for the whole thing or per day?
for
The
the
whole
whole
f-
thing,
The whole thing, obviously.
and then I mean, 300 per person is still a lot, but if it's easier to be able to say that that was what the original deal was.
Now, this should have been an indication to you, Guar, that it was far too much money since they were willing to travel many, many, many days to get to the destination without being paid for those days.
Hey, that's on them.
No, I think that's on you.
I think, weirdly enough, I think Brimhilda speaks up here and goes, and Alden, when did you know about the price?
Well, Guar, mentioned it to us.
How
When
long
he
ago?
mentioned it to you. You were there. You said, and you waved your hand, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Right, I'm not the one that's trying to blame Guar for a situation that we were all aware of
We
days
didn't make a
before.
deal. Guar
Why don't you
did.
take some responsibility for your own actions?
Guar, you are not helping.
I'm
If
sorry.
I had spoken
Come
to Merc, then yes, I would take responsibility for it, but I wasn't the one that spoke with him.
I'm just saying, we all, in a way, we all kind of dropped the ball on that. I really didn't hear what the number was that you mentioned. I just said I'll handle it.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, so I didn't think much of it after we, because like I said, Brimhilda, you're one of my people as well, and I trust you. I trust my people. So
I think we could litigate on this for a long time.
Yes, so let's have Guar talk to Merc and the mercenaries. Make sure that it's understood. Your choice, Guar. Either that was what you said or that is the deal now. And see what happens.
okay,
But if you could go for less, I mean,
It really is a lot.
it's a lot.
I feel like I'll have the highest chance of success if I keep the numbers the same, but the frequency.
Right,
changes.
I understand.
And maybe say instead of per day, per the day we're done with this. That might be
Per day
Per
of
the day.
completion. Per day of
Yeah.
completion.
yeah. That's what per day is. Per DM is short for is per
Per DM.
yeah.
Okay, so
All
that
right.
means then that Saren is going to speak with Hagen, Milo's going to speak with Micah, and am I still speaking with my father? I've lost the thread.
If they're gonna need any money up front, I don't have a lot right now.
Okay,
I mean,
so
I can
I
offer
will.
what I've got, but again,
Well,
it's not
I
much.
will. I'll request them.
So what should I offer?
Oh,
I mean, if we were gonna spend 9,000 per day originally with Guar's situation, I don't know. Should be
Yeah, none of us are.
what about
business
1,000?
like-
Can
anymore.
we just offer them
thou-
1,000 gold?
1,000 for the whole crew, or
Yeah,
per?
we're only gonna be. It's
How
only
many-
gonna be 2 days, right?
How many pirates do we have?
Well, 2 days until we get to the river, and then
Mhm.
if we're going to Maple Leafs.
How large is Lucia's crew?
8,
8?
including her.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna try and pull off 800 for Merc, it sounds like Lucia is also offering transportation.
No, we're doing 9,000 for Mark.
9,000, 9,500 total.
Because the 30 mercenaries all get 300.
Holy hell, I'm bad at math. Okay.
And
I forgot we
What are
said
we-
per person.
we don't even know
Uh,
what we're having them do yet, do we?
No, we don't know. We are horrible at this. Just absolutely horrible at this.
Hey, it's been a lot. It's been a lot going on. We've had to make a lot of really quick decisions.
Listen.
After we defeat Tall, if we decide that we're going to stay together as a group for a while, we need to get our accounting down, and we need to make sure that everyone has roles so that this does not happen again.
Listen,
You know a lawyer.
I have always been
We do
I've
know
always
about
had troops that were loyal to me and would die for me on a moment's notice. I've always had that. I've never had to pay them anything out of my own pocket. I just
Oh, I'm Guar.
I think he's talking about slaves again.
Guar,
no.
I'm sure that the
They were
kingdom of
soldiers in my
Elder
father's employ,
paying
and they
their
were very
salary.
good.
They had to have had a salary, Guar.
I know
even
they
I
did.
know that.
I know that they did. I didn't pay them that.
Look, as of right now, if
My
we
job was
offer
to
them,
fight and tell people how to fight. That's all I had to do.
let's put it into perspective.
I was very good at it.
Like, Norris made what did you say? A gold a week. That's 52 gold in a year. We're offering these people so much more than that.
Okay, so maybe I say 300 silver.
Well,
I mean,
just
500
I don't
gold
care.
from
I
Merc.
don't care anymore.
500 gold from Merc. 300 silver for
Yes,
everyone.
300 silver per person. I like that.
Upon
I mean-
upon per day of completion.
Yes.
and they are
Of the mission.
already there, so like, it is harder for them to turn down
I mean, also,
whatever we offer.
make sure you lean into the fact that this is probably saving the world. So they should be honored to be helping with that.
I don't think they're going to care about that.
Merc and his mercenaries probably don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, Merc and the
Also-
Scenaries.
I mean, if your dad can just pull like 500 platinum out of his drawer in his room, like, I mean, we could give these people
So
a
perhaps
good
we'll find
amount
a
to,
few sacks of gold
risk-
under his bed.
yeah, we could give them a nice enough amount to risk their lives and their mode of transportation for us. I mean, what if something happens to the ship? Then they'd be able
How
to
much
replace it.
would you like to offer them, Saren?
I don't know.
I just
mean-
need a number at this point.
Wow, we're all really bad with money, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, in Valshar, we really we didn't deal that much with it. We just lived off the land a lot. I
mean, I never
I
really
don't
spent
know.
money on anything. I just
Okay,
kind
should
of
we get-
things.
Should we give them 1,000 each, or should we give them like
Oh.
a thousand now and 1,000 later, just like 2,000
1,000
total?
each? I feel like then
I
we're,
don't
we're
know.
we're going back to what we were doing with Merc.
Total, not
no,
per day.
no, it's still
I
still
know.
way less.
Yeah.
I kind of slink off to the
I mean,
sending room.
especially we're literally using their ship, and like, we don't
But
know
isn't
what's
that
gonna
their
happen.
job to cart people around in their ship when they're not plundering?
No,
Well, then I don't understand
don't-
pirates apparently.
obviously.
Noros is like, what do pirates do?
What do
is
they
the
do
point
in
of them?
between crime? I don't know. I would assume that they would be fine with this.
Pirates, how do they work?
Okay. From
Well, Eldrin, you'll find out soon enough, provided you're not sick the whole time.
I
So-
don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
if we are paying Merc 500 gold, Lucia's crew individually will likely need to be more involved than the meat shields.
What about 400 or what about 4,000 gold so they get 500 each?
That was going to
That
be my
sounds
suggestion.
reasonable.
Okay.
So that's 1,305, 4, 3.
I
Who's
thought you
keeping
said
track of this?
4,000.
I think
Four
Guar
thou-
hears this before
4,000
he goes
for the-
in.
for the ship
Okay.
people.
I think Guar hears this and he goes, "Oh, I could spin that with Merc. I could say, what if I don't give you 500 gold and I give you 4,000?" But then I say it's for all of you, as to be divided up at your discretion.
I mean, he probably can't do math, so that might work.
Yeah,
I have 30 gold, just so you know.
I give 50 gold to Wilbur.
I
it's
don't
fine.
want your gold.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm just
Eldrin.
saying I basically have lint in my pocket
Eldrin,
compared
completely
to.
unaware of how much things cost, says, "I'm sure my father will be
as
fine."
Wilbur says,
giving me
I have
this money."
lint in my pocket. That was half my year's salary in your pocket.
To be fair, he never spends money, so
Just saying.
I mean, he just eats the food off the ground.
Yeah, exactly. We don't.
I mean, your father
don't-
gets paid more than that, Norris, at the palace.
Yep, a little more.
Okay.
How long has he been doing that job though?
Oh, like
Years.
50 years.
There's a moment where, like, Noros feels the conversation slowly going to, can we ask your dad for money?
I have the door to the sitting room open. I'm in the room. I'm just kind of like peeking around the door.
It's just 6 millennial adventurers asking their parents for money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like around, like head still just poking out of the room. Like, okay, so are we good on?
Yes, Guar, we're fine. You know, no, whatever number you come up with, my father, he loves me. He will give it to me. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell
Don't
him
give
that.
him that. No, we need to
Well,
give
we
him an
offered
exact
way too
number.
much at first.
He doesn't know
and-
math. He doesn't know numbers.
I don't think you need to tell me offered way too much. I think just
No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say
Listen.
that. I'm just saying
to your heart.
my
Oh.
heart.
Don't tell him that either.
Every
he's-
single one of my NPCs looks at Eldrin at that.
Yeah, he's got a rich heart. We don't need to tell him to listen to that. What did we say? We said
I know how
300
they-
apiece and 500.
No, I think I'm
for-
gonna just offer him a lump sum for all of them and make it sound like a really big number. And
It'd
then
be hilarious if this is when you find out he's like a math genius.
I mean, he is the head of a group of mercenaries. I would imagine he's not bad at.
you know how you said
dealing with
Micah's made of rocks? I'm pretty sure Merc's head is a rock. So we'll see.
All right. Well,
You're gonna have to
Good
roll
luck.
really high for that.
He's terrible at math unless it has to do with cash.
Well, I mean, he's a mercenary, so that might be true. But we'll see.
That's what Jamie's saying.
Yeah. Right, so I go into the sending room.
Okay.
All right, Bagwire.
Mark!
Hi.
Hey, it's Guar. How are you?
Oh, hey. What's
What?
up?
Oh, I wanted to double check and make sure that our terms are good for payment.
Yep.
So you know how I offered you 500 gold and I offered the meat shields 300 gold? What if I were to offer you 4,000 gold for all of you?
Why?
Well, because I believe you deserve that amount, and I believe that your skills are valuable to us, and I believe that that is what all of you will deserve for a job well done. So 4,000 total for all of you, to be split up at your discretion.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Yes. Okay. Come on, baby. Okay. I have a plus 10. It is a 27.
Okay.
I needed a 30.
And you would you would give me all right. How about 4,000 gold
Mhm.
and 10% vig to me?
You drive a hard bargain. Let me think about it for a minute. Let me go talk to my friends and I'll be right back. I don't go anywhere. I just wait. I can't believe you can offer him that. I just want to make sure that it's, that you're going to do a really good job. I don't think it's going to be. No, trust me. I think, I really want them to have this and they need to feel valued. I don't know if this is a really good idea. Oh, no, I promise you it is. Okay. Okay, I think I convinced them.
All right. So, 4,400 total.
Yes. 44. They're gonna be mad at me, but I think we can swing that.
And you give the gold to me first.
I will give you your 400 upon receipt. Upon when you see my face. I will give you the 4,000 upon completion of the mission, to be dispersed honestly amongst the meat shields. What say you?
What constitutes the end of the mission?
When the bad guy is killed.
Any bad guy?
No, the bad guy. You'll know.
The name?
Okay, his name is Tal.
All right. So, if I were to say have Tal in here now, in the bar, and I killed him now, you would owe me 4,400 gold.
Yes.
Now.
Yes. Gladly.
Anyone named Tal in here? All right, I'll find him.
Don't find him. Stay where you are. We will do this together. He is a formidable opponent. I do not want you seeking him out yourself. Listen, this is me saying that.
Yeah, all right.
This is me saying that.
If he's in Grifton, I'm going to take him down.
He's not in Grifton.
All right, well, just be ready when you see me. Maybe you'll owe me 400, maybe you'll owe me 4,400.
Either way, I'll gladly give it to you.
All right, be ready.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
All right.
I'll talk to you later.
Was that what we agreed upon last time?
I'm offering you more than I did before. Instead of 500, I'm giving you 4,400.
Roll me a deception check.
Yes, sir.
You were really sneaky with what you had before.
Dirty 20.
Okay. All right. I had to re-roll as well. You lucky duck. Cool. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. Sound good.
All right. I look forward to it. We're gonna drink a lot of mead together, and then we'll get to planning, and then we'll sober up and we'll make the real plan, and then we'll make it happen.
All right. When are you coming?
Soon. We might need to make a slight detour, so hang in for a couple more days. Your next bottle of mead is on me.
My next bottle of mead is now.
Yeah, absolutely. Just tell me how many bottles you drink.
But it's on you. How are you going to pay for it if I need it now?
Fair enough. You pay for it now. You tell me how much it costs, and I will reimburse you. That means I'll give you the money.
300 gold.
300 gold for one bottle of... How good of that is that mead?
It's an expensive mead, mate.
I'll look at the price of the bottles when I get there.
Oh, it might go down at that point. You know, fluctuation. The market.
This
Oh
is why
my God.
this is why I like you. Pretending like you know the mead market. Meanwhile, Guard knows the mead market because
Yeah.
it's produced in Gwyndelver.
Yeah.
All right.
You know the market. I'm not entirely sure you know how much it costs, but
No,
yeah.
but I'm aware
Yeah.
of I'm sure I'm aware of how it's made and
Yeah.
what it typically goes for. All right. Well, keep a tally, and we'll talk soon.
All right.
Give us a couple more days. We might need to take a slight detour to pick something up.
Okay. All right. Well, you pick her up and you get back to me.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Keep everyone in good spirits. No pun intended.
Oh, how do we stop this?
Oh, I'll do it. Boop.
Okay.
I didn't end it. I just said boop, and then I walk out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
It's taken care of.
How much?
He agreed to 4,000, and then he wanted a 10% extra over top of it, so 4,400 total.
Okay.
I was
Saren,
gonna be okay with 5, but he came back with 4,400. I said yes, that's where that works.
Saren, do you want to go next so I know how much I'm requesting?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. And she walks down to the sending room.
Okay.
Saren, if you hear a gruff voice, I think that maybe I don't know if I severed the connection. I love that Saren's just staring at me.
We all really need to have Broomhilda explain to us how this works so we don't act stupid every time we go in here.
You just turn it off.
Yeah, I don't know why that's difficult.
Was there like a
Okay.
switch or like a lever?
You use your mind. You also don't need to say out loud who you're talking to. Like, you don't need to say, I
do
am
you-
calling my father.
But
just
how do you?
Open the
How do
line.
How do you know? How do they know who's talking to you then?
No, I'm saying you don't need to tell Marvin. Like, I would like to call Merc.
Well, I just think it's polite. Marvin's
What's
doing
the
us a
point?
service. Thank you, Marvin.
There's
You're
another
welcome.
lurch, and Eldrin immediately goes, I need to go meditate. And she leaves the room.
Oh, I'll join you.
No, no,
No.
it's fine. Just let her.
Oh, okay, sure.
She's just doing a thing.
Different gods. Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Saren is laughing as she walks away.
Mhm.
Bitch.
All right.
Fair. Okay, so is she in the sending closet now?
Yes, she is.
Okay. Lucia, it's Saren again. How's your voyage going?
Oh. Everybody, it's Saren. Can you hear that?
Does she hear anything?
No.
No. What? Is
Oh, I
there
guess
something
that makes
happening?
sense. No, just we're all what's up?
Slight change of plans. We're
Okay.
still on our way to Celeste, but we may not be wanting to go to Grifton right now. Let's just say it may be some world-saving level things happening, and also I still don't know how to fully explain the Raylor situation, but he thinks he knows the one that's with us where the actual Raylor is, and we can get there by the river. It's
I am
Maple Leafs.
I am-
Can you?
halfway through a bottle of mead. Maybelline.
Maybelline.
Where's that?
That's past Eisenheim.
Oh dear, we don't go anywhere near the capital.
Maybe just this once? I mean, I don't really want to go near there either. Apparently it's in shambles right now, but maybe they won't notice us?
Alright, hold on a minute. Move! And you hear some shuffling. And then you hear just a like... Alright, I am at my desk finding a map. Maybelline. We would have to make sure that we're well outside of Eisenheim's waters, anywhere near their naval ships.
Can we get to the river from outside of that?
Yes, a shadow can make it probably into the river. I don't know how far. It's not very well marked on this map. Actually, it's weird. There's a marking for Maybelline that is looks to be somewhat new comparatively.
Yeah,
yes.
That's part of this magical world-saving things. Apparently it's new. There could be something hidden underneath it that we need to possibly collect. We'll explain once we get to the ship.
Are we saying that there would be booty to collect?
Mine or do you
Saren,
mean
you've been
gold?
on my ship for so many days. You're still laughing at that word.
Well, you remember the princess that I mentioned that probably won't want to sleep with you, but well, she's also obviously very, very rich and has absolutely no concept of money or gold or anything. So how does 4,000 sound for the crew and yourself? 500 each? At least to start. We could probably talk her into getting more because, like I said, no concept of money whatsoever. Also, you get the bonus of watching her get seasick because that's something we found out recently, that she definitely gets motion sick, and that is going to be, excuse the pun, but gold to witness, truly.
6,500, $3,000 up front to bring you to Maybelline.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
How much up front? 3,000?
3,000.
I'm not sure how quick we can get it. And I'm not sure what Broomhilda has right now. It might not be all 3,000. But you have my word that we'll get it as soon as... I don't know. I don't know how she's going to get it here. She can, like, call guards with her trident or something. Which is also going to be kind of embarrassing because she's just said something about asking for her daddy's money. And last time it was... we had them clean up the house... Anyway.
Saren, dearest.
Yeah, yes.
Do you know why we split the money evenly with the crew when we get our take?
Why?
Because I like to keep things simple. And I don't like making deals with friends.
Understood.
3,000 up front. If you cannot do that, let me know.
Well, I'll see what we can do. We have a few more hours till we get there.
We're running a little bit late. We had to get the whole crew nice and drunk to be able to go into the warmer waters near Celeste. So we'll be there probably midday tomorrow.
Okay. That gives us a little more time then.
All right.
Okay. I'll see you then.
Can't wait.
And Saren tries to shut off the connection without saying anything. Just to see if it works.
Yeah. Cool. Give me an Arcana check.
11.
11 was the DC. you figure out how to turn it off.
Finally.
Beautiful. Okay. All right, and
she-
you walk in.
She also has to contact Hagen
Oh, okay,
real
cool.
quick. Should I do that now?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Hey, Hagen, it's Saren again.
Yes. Saren, what can I do for you?
I'm sorry. I really dropped all that on you last time. But there's been a development in that. The Raylor that we have with us here, he knows where he is. The real him. Or at least he thinks so. And
Well,
please don't rush off and go without us. We're headed to Maple Leafs is where, instead of meeting up in Grifton, we have a ship, a way to get from Celeste to the coast and hopefully down the river. And I was hoping that you would meet up with us around there and come with us.
it's a long pause. What makes you think he's there?
It was something Eldrin's brother said when he, or the simulacrum of her brother, when he was talking about an elf that looked like Raylor saving him, and he recognized Raylor's name, and he said Maple Leafs, and apparently that's when we had a ring of mind shielding, and we found this collar that cuts off magic, and it's a combination of all of those things made this Raylor have the idea that he could maybe be there, and that there could also be something else there that we need to take care of.
Something else.
Did we tell Hagen about the rods? We did. No?
I don't think so.
I bet you he knows about rods, though.
Yeah. You heard of the rods of destruction? Or the rods of creation, I guess, is they've also been called.
They're long pawns. The goal is extraction, yes.
we think I guess there could be one under Maple Leafs, and Grancelli, assuming she has something to do with what's happened to Raylor. We don't want her to get to it first.
I will help
I-
you find my son. Nothing more.
I mean, don't tell anybody else, but that's what I'm most focused on. I just want him back. I want him to be whole again. And I guess if we save the world in the process, that's fine, but...
Sarah, roll me an insight check.
Okay. 22.
Okay. 22 is enough to question why he would... There's many reasons possibly on why he'd be hesitant to do anything other than save his son. But you find it odd that as soon as the rods were mentioned, he seemed to change the subject.
Mm-hmm. And she knows that he didn't want to fight, was one of his things before. So I don't think she's gonna push it too much right now.
Sure.
Do you know the best way to get a pirate ship to the river past Eisenheim by any chance?
Oh, Jesus, Sarah. Roll me a persuasion check.
Dirty 20.
If we were getting Raylor out of whatever is holding him there, we're going to need much less than a pirate ship to be on its shores. I understand your reasoning, but and there's this strange weight behind his words as he says, there's some magic in this world that is best left alone.
Okay. So we don't take the ship all the way there. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying a select few would be better than a horde of many. Assuming that your goal is to save the life of my son.
What do you know about Maple Leafs?
If you want my help, you wouldn't ask such foolish questions. Let me know when you're close.
Okay. And she's gonna walk out of the room.
As you walk out of the room, Saren, there's been something brewing under the idea of the connection that Hagen and some of the other people you've contacted. A connection that seems to be strange, volatile. You start to wonder if they're connected to whatever lies beneath Maple Leafs. And with that, we'll take our 10-minute break. See you guys in 10. We are back. Saren, as the door closes behind you, I would say you roll me a perception check.
22.
22. With a 22, you hear a little bit of a commotion outside, and you see, assuming you go to the window, you see it is just at the sort of point where it's like just starting to get dark, kind of it's sort of in between sort of point. And you see Gutter is full on in the bushes with Gidapop standing on top of his head, trying to reach for what looks like might be like a fruit of some kind on a nearby tree.
Hey, Gutter.
Gutter make a dex saving throw. Ooh, that's a 3. Gutter just pulled his and just.
Oh no. Are you good down there?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I made you fall. Just make sure you two keep up with the house.
Can I join Saren here?
Sure. Yeah, you're coming up behind.
What is he doing, Saren?
He fell off the horse. He was also standing on its head, which is probably not good for the horse.
Yeah.
Saren, I think you've turned your head slightly to say it to Guar, and you see Gutter crawling back up on the horse to kind of try again.
Gutter, you okay? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm scared.
Oh, that? Oh, yeah. I can help with that.
Oh, he gets it.
Oh, good job, buddy.
There's a moment where like the hold on it is so strong on the branch that his entire body kind of like is like held onto it and swings for a second, and then it drops as he hits the top of the horse. You see the horse kind of move back, but Gutter rolls back down over Gidapop and lands back in. There's no saddle. Lands back in position.
Hey, well done, Gutter. Good job. Way to not give up.
Guess I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do it. Oh. It looked better than it tastes, huh? It's disappointing. Do you want something from up here? I can throw it down to you.
Yeah.
Okay. I look in the kitchen. Is there any like apples or like whatever the equivalent in Imea of apples is? Something crunchy and sweet.
Yeah. Yep. You see an Imaean apple.
Okay. I take that. I go, how's this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Here you go.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Oh boy. I think I have a +0 to that. I sure do. Okay, 10.
Okay, 10.
10.
Yeah. You overshoot it.
Oh, sorry. Well, I thought you were gonna jump.
You see him climb down off the horse.
You're really bad at this.
At this point, also, like, it's moving, too, so there's a certain point where you're having to, like, lean out to the back sort of side
Sorry,
of the...
I'm not used to throwing things on a moving object to another moving object.
Well, I think he's getting it, so I guess it's fine.
Okay. Well, I mean, I hope it's fine. I mean, it's just an apple.
Hopefully Marvin doesn't step on him.
Oh,
Should we be concerned?
I mean, Gutter's pretty nimble. I'm sure he can be. He's a survivor. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Do you look out the window, Guar?
Yes.
With this, you see him kind of emerging with the apple like held above his head, so you only see the apple through the bushes. And then you see that's when you see like about like 50 feet behind him something small walking on four legs, following the house.
Saren, do you see that?
Yeah, what is that?
I was gonna ask you. I mean, what do your elf eyes see?
Does Saren
Punch me in the
recognize
face.
what it is? Yeah, does Saren punch Guar in the face?
Does Saren punch Guar in the face? That is not a question a DM can answer.
Yeah.
Lowest you can roll is a 22, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, it looks to be like a fox. Normal sort of looking fox, like orange hair, white breasted.
Oh, that's probably what I heard earlier when I thought it was Gutter screaming.
Oh.
I wonder if it's poisonous like the bird.
I mean, I don't know. I've never seen one in real life before. I've heard
Never
about
seen
them. Not in real life. I've seen pictures in books, but I mean, there aren't a lot of foxes around Dwendelver. I mean, we had dogs, big dogs, and there were wolves, but I've never seen a fox following us. I wonder why.
We're in a giant house on chicken legs, walking through its home.
But why would it be following us? Wouldn't it be afraid of us?
The things in this forest are different.
Marvin, could you stop for a minute?
I could.
Sorry, I want to try something. Is there any bacon?
No.
Could you make some?
Guar, you ate all our bacon.
Shit. Was there anything we have that's like, adjacent to bacon?
Like meat?
Sure. Or like strips of it, yeah. I'm trying to feed a fox.
We have meat.
Okay. Great. Whatever.
You cut out there. What did you say?
Oh, I said I find, I look for whatever is there. Do I find like jerky or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll say you eventually he's being facetious, but yeah, you
Of course.
you eventually get some jerky.
Yeah, I'm stopping the house for a fox, so I get it.
Well, the house doesn't stop. You said I could.
But could you stop for just a second?
I could.
But okay, please stop.
Saren says something, right?
Yeah.
That is not something you can command me to do.
Oh. And all Guar can think is like Broomhilda, like that just still has it out for him. Oh. All right.
Good luck.
Guar just looks sad.
Or do you think we really should stop to get a?
I mean, we're making an entire detour. I just want to. Can I just want to say hi to it, see if it likes me.
Can you get on the horse like Milo was, and like while we're moving?
Yes, I'll catch up. Can you just stop so I can get down so I don't get trampled?
Marvin, can we stop for a couple of minutes so Guar can get a new pet? Or get bit by a poisonous fox?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Marvin said no.
Quar, you do have Misty Step.
Yeah.
I Misty Step. Oh, that was the next thing I was going to do. I Misty Step to the ground.
You got it. Yeah.
And he's gone.
I will say there is a weird moment that you do have to be like outside of the house.
Yeah.
For the Misty Step to work, which also means, by the way, that like there's some sort of like blocking. So you do find that there's some sort of like blocking for spells. You're not entirely sure if it's just you or not.
So I'd probably walk out the door and then do it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think you try it inside, it doesn't work.
For sure. Marvin, I get it, but come on. All right, and then I go out. I go out the door.
Okay. Yeah. So you go out the door. Yeah.
Saren's watching over the balcony.
Yeah. I probably like end up appearing next to Gutter.
Ah.
Hey. Yeah. Sorry, I just want to check something real quick. Carry on. Is the fox still there?
Ah. Yaz with no stirrups. Or whatever those are. Reins. That's what they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see the fox is still there. It seems to be moving, like, it doesn't have to be running to catch up. So it seems like it's kind of just like, sort of like, just sort of lumbering behind, as if in a march behind it.
Well, hello, friend. Why are you following us?
You see it stop for a second, look up at you.
I crouch down and are you hungry? I pull out the jerky or whatever, and I pull it out. Oh, okay, all right. Yeah. You want more? Hey, I got more.
You see it start to move past you.
Oh, okay.
Following the mansion.
What do you... Okay, can I walk with you? And I walk with the fox.
Mm-hmm.
So...
roll me a religion check.
Okay. I think I'm +5. Yeah. Okay, that is a 19.
Okay. Okay. You hear from Celeste, but it starts out with a sort of strange chuckle. You realize you never really heard Celeste laugh before.
What's so funny?
It's not a fox, Squire.
It looks like a fox.
Yeah.
What is it?
A friend.
A friend? That's the name of this beast? A friend?
It wouldn't be right for me to tell you much more than that.
But it is a friend, so that's encouraging. I'm not feeding a poisonous thing that's going to kill me. That's good.
No.
Why is this friend following us?
Not sure. I haven't talked to him in a long time.
So he's a friend of yours? Hey, do you know Celeste? I say to the fox.
As you say that to the fox does not change direction, doesn't even look at you, but you do see one of its ears kind of like flip.
Oh, you do? You're very determined. I respect that.
It's okay, Guar. It's... celestial stuff.
Wait, this not Fox is celestial?
He's a god.
Whoa. The god of, like, what?
Like I said.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, sure. You have to. Yeah, I got to figure it out, and my heart is true, and I'm worthy, and got it.
Actually, yeah.
Well, no problem there.
It's a little bit different for them.
How so? Just give me something to work with. I'm not asking for the whole answer. Just,
They're very choosy in who they reveal themselves to.
Well, I feel honored that I've seen this god for the first time. I don't know. I thought I was maybe gonna just have like kind of a moment where like Saren had with Gerard, and how like that was really cool to see. And I was like, and then I saw that like Milo with Duchess, and now with Give It Pop, Give It a Pop, Give It a Pop, Get It Pop, Get It Pop, Get It Pop, Get It Pop. I just think, and how Eldred did it with Noros,
Guar, roll me a performance check. I'm gonna call this an annoyance check.
Ooh, baby, that's good. It's a natural 19 for 24.
Beautiful. You hear another voice in your head. The fox does not seem to move at all. As you hear this voice, you kind of get the feeling that maybe this fox is more of the god itself is not the fox. The fox is the avatar that's moving through.
Right.
I believe Celeste has made it quite clear. I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings. I just don't think... I don't think we would be a good fit.
Oh. Well, it's okay. I already have a god. I like him quite a lot, and well, it was nice meeting you anyway. I hope you enjoyed the jerky.
I did. Thank you.
It's just nice to know that we have some gods looking out for us, regardless of who they are. It's an honor, and it's really cool to make your acquaintance, whoever you are.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Now we're talking. Yes, 28.
If I tell you my name, can we leave it at that?
I have a feeling you know me better than I know you, and if it's really cool, I'm not going to be able to contain it very well, but I'll do my best.
I would appreciate you keeping this a secret.
I can do that.
From loved ones.
So everyone up in that house?
Yes.
Okay.
Those that know me call me Mask.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mask. I don't know how long you'll be around with us, but Like I said, it's nice to know that there are multiple gods looking out for us. So, I'm not sure what your intentions are, but you've been following us for a while, I believe, and that comforts me.
Your people have a few connections with my people. But I'm glad to know you're comforted. Now, if you don't mind.
Of course. But let me know if you need any jerky.
Do you go back up?
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, Saren, I imagine you're going back up to kind of talk to the rest of the group
Sure.
eventually.
How much did she hear anything Gar was saying?
I don't care about this because it's fun. It's fun. Connections are fun. No, I don't think so. I think like most of the conversation Guar had was either with Celeste, but I would say any of the conversation he had with Mask was in his head.
Mm-hmm. Okay, she'll go back upstairs.
Okay. Good. Eventually, I think you guys are back together.
Mm-hmm.
How much?
So, well, she wants 3,000 up front
Okay.
and 6,500 total.
Okay. Let me go see what I can do. Aldrin looks so pale. And she's gonna.
I think Nora's because. Do you want me to handle this? You don't look so good. Maybe you just take it easy.
Do you want to ask my father for over 10,000 gold?
I have a feeling I'm gonna have to ask him for a lot more pretty soon. So.
What?
What?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking? Never mind.
I'm
Yeah.
fine, Norris.
You're more than fine.
You're being weird. I push past him. And I go to the sending room.
Okay.
And I send to my mother and I say, Mother, I need to talk about a sensitive subject. I just want to get down to business with it, and I feel like you are easier to do that with than Father.
Is that normally how you greet someone? Let alone your mother.
I am exhausted. I don't feel well right now. So I apologize that I was rude.
I guess that means manners go out the window then.
Hello, Mother. It's Eldrin Enerath, your eldest daughter, requesting your audience at the moment. Is that good enough?
Princess of Honoria wouldn't hurt.
Oh my god. Is now an okay time to talk?
Yes, I guess.
Okay. Well, Azaris helped figure out, as I told you before, where Volmos is. We were able to procure transportation to get to Mapley's, but it's going to cost money. Unfortunately, no one in my group seems to have money, so I figured I would ask, since it is a mission to go save, the soul of your son, if we could,
How much do you need?
well, 20K.
20K.
Oh, I don't say K. I say 20,000 gold would probably suffice.
Is it okay if it's in platinum?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. When do you need it?
As soon as possible. I could use the trident to get it that way from the guards, if that is okay.
Eldrin Enerath, are you using the trident that I gave you for personal errands?
No, of course not.
Why are you laughing when I say that?
Eldrin's not laughing. Eldrin said, no, I am not using it for personal errands. I've only used it once, and it was for something that was important.
Which was?
To help with a situation where something exploded and there was a lot of volatile things around that needed to be dealt with, and I didn't trust anyone but a Triton to help.
Did you spill something and get them to clean it
Are
up?
you kidding me? No, of course not.
That's what it sounded like.
Literally something exploded, like a house exploded. Okay?
Oh, okay. Why wouldn't you just say that?
I don't know. Because I
Is that
embarrassed myself.
is that a land thing where you are? There's exploding houses?
No.
Because of gravity or?
No. Brimhilda, the person we're traveling with, sometimes her magic is a little volatile if she gets upset. It's fine. We have it under control. We learned.
Doesn't sound like you have it under control.
We have it under control now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how else could you get me the money quickly?
Are you by water?
About to be, yes. In Celeste.
Okay. I can send it on my quickest hippocampus.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Sorry I was rude.
You need to be there to collect it.
Okay, I will be. We are planning on being there tonight, and the ship that we're taking will be there tomorrow afternoon.
Ship?
Yes. I'm not happy about it.
Why are you taking ship?
Because apparently everyone in my group thinks that's the best way to go, because not everyone can breathe underwater or swim or ride a hippocampus. And so I am sucking it up, as they say, and just dealing with the fact that we're going on a ship with pirates.
You know, Eldrin, at a certain point, your leadership is going to be very important when you take over in Anoria. If you're having trouble guiding and leading a group of 5 or 6.
No trouble leading Tritons. It's just that they don't listen to me here. Like, they don't seem to care about, who I am and my title, and I can't really force them to do what I want to do. I'm not their princess or their queen, mother. It's not that easy.
I I guess leading a nation of Tritons is easy, then.
That is not what I'm saying. Okay. I am not having the best day today, and I'm sorry that I am coming across the way that I am. I don't feel well.
What do you mean?
I just don't feel very good, and it's making me angry, and it's making me have a lapse in judgment.
Have you lost connection with Persona on this? Have you asked Persona for guidance and help? And
I have not lost connection with Persona. I am fine. I just... It's nothing.
Eldrin Enrath, are you pregnant?
No.
Are you with child, yes or no?
No. I am not. You are the one that set it up so that I would not be with child until I'm ready. And so what do you think? I get married to Nora's and I just suddenly... Yeah, sure.
I don't know, dear. You made a lot of choices without my guidance.
No. I don't want a child at 19, Mother. I am a little motion sick, okay? I am traveling in a house that is moving, and it is making me feel nauseous, and it's embarrassing because this probably means that I'm going to also be nauseous on this ship.
Oh.
Yes. I wish I was pregnant because that would be less embarrassing than this.
Do the others know that you're dealing with this?
I think so, but I think I'm playing it off really well. I acted like it was, food poisoning, or that I just wasn't feeling well.
It's important for any royalty to be able to hide their personal troubles in the midst of showing strong leadership. So
I am doing my best.
I will make sure that I keep this from your father.
Thank you. He seems to think that being on a ship is going to be so much fun, and that he said he was jealous. So stupid. We don't belong on a ship, we belong in the water.
Right. No one else in Honoria knows about this, correct?
Oh my gosh. Noros does, that's it.
Deception check.
Wait, only Noros knows about it?
I'm pretty sure Catherine knows about it.
No, I had a cold.
Oh, that's right. It was a different sickness.
It was a different sickness. I'm not even mentioning that.
All right, fair enough.
It's just Noros. He's not going to tell anyone.
You're sure? How well do you know him?
How well are
Never mind. It's fine. All right.
I'm sorry to have disappointed you. Don't worry. I feel enough shame.
It's okay. Your uncle shared a similar weakness for surface tension.
With the uncle the brother you never talk about? Is this why?
No. He swindled money.
Oh, okay. Well, that's better.
It was one of the things.
Of course. Well, now that I've completely embarrassed myself, I hope you're doing well. And I will do my best not to show any weakness in front of these damn pirates.
Elgin,
Yes.
where should my hippocampus meet you?
Oh, can it meet me on the beach of Celeste? I give her the name of the tavern that I was at that one time. That's where we're gonna be, right?
Well, the hippocampus is a sea creature, dear. I hope you do remember that, so it's not like it can just pop up on the land. You will have to go out and
Okay.
meet it.
Yes, I will do that.
Would you like it to walk into the nearest bar and...
No, Mother, I'm
Place it
telling
at
you
your
a
feet?
location, and I will go into the water and retrieve the money.
All right. First light.
Or- Okay, first light. I will. It'll be a welcome change from my current predicament. I will gladly go underwater.
Yes, I can't even imagine.
Well then. I'm sorry that I'm not pregnant and I seem to be seasick.
It's all right.
It's a disappointment to both of us.
There was a little part of me that, after the shame of knowing that you disobeyed me one more time, there was a part of me that was somewhat excited. But good, you're being smart.
Yes.
Very good. Well, I wish you a good voyage, sail. Happy...
Sounds so disgusting. But yes, thank you. I appreciate the sentiment.
Make sure you have them check the rigging and make sure that everything is up to code.
Okay.
Would hate for there to be something that goes wrong and have to explain to people that you were seasick on a ship.
Okay, if something went wrong and the ship went down, Norris and I would be fine while everyone else would drown. So I think you have nothing to worry about.
Well, there's a lot of ropes there, dear. You could get yourself wrapped up and...
Okay. Have you even been on a ship?
once.
Okay. Well, as always, it was wonderful speaking with you.
Yes, it was very good to speak with you too.
I miss you, Mother.
I miss you as well.
Goodbye. Cut it off. I come out of the room. Is Norris just there?
Yeah, Norris is right there, yeah.
Hello?
Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay.
She's sending a hippocampus. So
Oh.
once we get to Celeste, I'll go into the water, and she said at first light I'll retrieve the gold, or platinum actually.
Do you want me to do it so you can rest in?
Why do I need to rest in?
Just, because a long journey and just making sure you're comfortable.
Why does my
Aldrin, are you
comfort matter?
pregnant?
What? No.
Milo,
You're both acting really weird.
I'm not pregnant. Why does everyone keep
Yeah,
asking
we're
me
not
that?
pregnant.
Well, you're not. I would be the one that is.
Okay, is
Norris.
it like a seahorse thing?
Right.
No.
No.
Is it we're pregnant? Is that how
It's-
that works?
That is something they say on land. I've heard it before.
Okay,
And the
I am
woman
not-
does a strange sort of eye roll thing.
I am not pregnant. No one needs
Okay.
to be concerned about that. I can't get pregnant until I decide that I want to. So
Honestly, that sounds wonderful. That sounds like how it should be. That
I'm
should be just
royalty.
like
You don't
only
think
when
that my
you're
mother
only when
made
it's
sure
your
that there were
choice.
things in place so that I wouldn't accidentally have a child after she taught me what sex was?
I'm asking. We've been having a conversation about our hired hands and the people we're meeting up with, and
Milo, I'm
it
19
feels
years
like
old.
sure, it feels like y'all were being weird about stuff, and you may be needing to rest and take it easy a little bit, and that would be a complication in our plans to
Yes,
save the world.
it would definitely be a
Yes, it
complication.
would, Milo. It would be. Wouldn't you think that we'd be aware of that and be hypervigilant and focused and responsible? And you see his eyes start to shift away from Milo towards Eldrin as he would be doing everything we could to make sure that.
I don't know, or
Nora?
you'd be like secretive and weird about it, so we weren't worried about it. But like,
Norris, I was joking earlier. I am not pregnant.
okay, so no one's pregnant.
No.
Cool. How'd
I mean,
I mean,
how'd
not
talking
for
with your
lack.
mom go?
Actually, then Elder goes, not for lack of trying, obviously, but no.
You're serious?
I'm serious. What is wrong with you?
Oh, thank God. Oh. Woo! Oh. I'm gonna go outside. You see him step out.
He takes a lap.
Yeah,
He just jumps off the moving like thing and just
yeah,
takes a
he
walk.
just jumps, takes a walk, just kind of runs around a little bit.
It's like when Mari says, "You are not the father." He's like,
Yeah, yep, exactly.
Wow, he
I
handled
rolled
that
I
so
rolled
well.
to see if he was convinced by you, and it was perfect. In the idea that he was just going along with what you were saying.
Yeah.
It's
What's
great.
wrong with him?
Can't wait to see his reaction when he actually does maybe father a child.
Oh, maybe no. Well, he's fathering at least 3 children. We need an heir and a couple of spares with what
Spares?
happens.
With your family.
Yes, with what happens in my family, I shouldn't be the next in line as queen. Both of my brothers died.
Eldrin, you hear your mother coming out in your voice when you say
Yeah.
that. Hair and a couple of spares.
Spares?
No.
Don't tell. I hope you don't tell them that they're spares.
Well, every royal child knows that in the unfortunate event that the one ahead of them dies, then yeah, they're the next
Rayler-
in line.
Rayler comes up. Did you just call your second and third child spares?
Spares.
Good
No
As
one's
lord.
ever
Milo-
heard this? Guar, back
As
me
Milo
up
like
here.
walks
This is-
outside.
"I'm not
he's-
here."
Technically,
dang.
it was prospective children, and he walks out onto the balcony.
Look, it was a joke. I mean, not really. It is more logical to have more than one child when you have a royal line that you need to keep intact.
Sure. Yeah, of course. That makes sense. I just. No,
You don't have to call them such terrible names.
Okay.
Next in line. Just say that.
We will have at least 3 children so that we have enough children that are next in line. Is that better?
Like,
I
oh,
will
you're
love
a
them
like
all
you're a
the same.
you're a spare key. You're not good enough to be the key that I keep on me all times. You're just
Look.
the spare key.
You see Rayler come up to Wilbur and kind of like try to nudge him on the shoulder. What's the second child going to be called? Sparrows? Because
I wish Guar was there so bad.
Eldred just stares at
'Cause,
him.
or Sparron.
Okay,
Sparrin is the news that she just delivered Noros.
Does Wilbur give the high five? Okay, yeah. All
I
right.
imagine I have to like
Yeah.
jump.
all right. Are we done talking about what is or is not in my womb right now?
Guar, I think you come in at this point.
What are y'all talking about?
Spares.
You just saw Noros just running laps.
Noros seems pretty happy.
He misunderstood a joke from earlier, remember, in the library. It's fine. It's all figured out.
He found out that they're not making any spares yet.
Wilbur,
Guar. Sparrows. Right?
I didn't
Guar has
like...
no idea what's happening.
Yeah, no clue. Yeah.
And I say,
Sparrows.
you should have been here, because I feel like out of all of them, you would have understood. All I said was that someday, when Norris and I have children, that we will have at least 3, because we're going to need an
Also, are
heir
you
and a couple of
pregnant?
spares. No!
Oh,
I am not pregnant, and I am not planning on being pregnant for another 15 or 20 years.
well, sometimes it happens when you're not planning for it. I mean,
It's
That's a
not
long
going
time.
to.
You hear Brimhilda
What
from the
if
top of the
it's
stairs.
Persana's will?
I want to make it very clear that Marvin is a very, very capable house, but we cannot be holding a child here.
Okay.
What if it's Persana's will?
well, I mean, it would
Persona,
probably take a
Especially if
while.
it's not
The
Persana's
individuals.
will. And she gives Wilbur a wink.
are y'all done?
What if it's Bahamut's will?
It's not my will, so I am not going to be pregnant for
I don't think
while.
that's how it works.
Sorry.
Milo from the balcony shouts, "Damn straight!"
Thank you, Milo.
Broomhilda says nothing to the Bahamut one.
I'm so sorry. Brimhilda says nothing. The die
Okay.
is
I am not
calm.
You
insane
probably didn't
enough
hear me.
to want to raise a baby with you people.
Very
Okay?
sparrows of her, right?
Okay.
I'm just saying, I think I would be a good
Yeah.
wunkle.
Wait, did I not say that right?
Yes, obviously, Wilbur, you would be an uncle. I mean, if you want to be called Wunkle, that's...
Wunkle.
Obviously.
Well, yes, Wilbur and I may be having our differences right now, but he is still my best friend.
And someday I'll have Weeses or Weffius that are called spares.
Sparrows.
Yeah, he gets it. He gets it.
Yeah.
Sarah, did you get it? Did you,
I high
Sarah?
Good
Saren.
one. Good. Yeah.
Did
I-
Spar-
Yes.
you got it?
Hilarious. Mm-hmm,
Okay.
My mother is sending the money.
That's very sparrows of her to do.
No.
No.
Rayler does not
Oh,
have
no.
the heart to stop you.
Oh, I know it's okay. Fine. I'll figure it. I'll get it.
I thought you were going to ask your father for the money.
I realized that it was much easier to ask her. She's more pragmatic.
Oh, really? I would have thought the opposite.
No, all I had to tell her was exactly what was going on and that it was a mission in order to help save the soul of her eldest son. And then she said, "How much do you need?" And I gave her a number and she's sending it on a hippocampus that I will pick up tomorrow in the ocean.
The hell is a hippocampus?
You saw them when we were in Anoria. They're the very big,
They're the things we rode when we were in Anoria. They're really fast.
yeah.
Oh.
You see, at that, Raylar just kind of like... Raylar has a big smile from the end of Eldrin's statement, and just looks at Sarah and goes, "God, I love magic."
She just pats his shoulder and just nods.
We will have plenty to pay Merc and to pay upfront to Lucia.
Great.
Okay.
And a little bit left over to spare.
Let's
me.
let's cheers to this very sparrows occasion. No, shit.
Right. But it's because okay, so Qua, the sparrows is because their names are always ending on the OS for the
Right.
for the males, right?
S. Just S.
I think you could name one
Like
Spara.
OS. AS.
So spars.
No, sparrows was the joke.
Normally they're 2 syllables.
Oh, Sparrows is the name of Eldrin's imaginary child.
Spara.
Spara.
No, but that's the
No, it ends with an S.
Spare us.
Spare us.
Yes. Eldrin looks so tired. She's just staring at them all. Just
He gets to the yes. That's the
I'm-
cue.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was gonna be in a linguistics lesson. I'm sorry. I didn't hear the whole story. I thought it was like a word that maybe Tritons used or something.
no, it was a poor attempt at a joke.
Oh. I don't get it.
But apparently, I'm the only one that doesn't find funny.
What?
Jesus.
What, Gutter?
You go out the window.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Milo, you're right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Milo hangs upside down over the
You would
railing.
know exactly what he's shouting about.
Okay.
You see, there is these two tall, very like I realized this after I described it the first time. It's very like Jurassic Parkian, sort of like archway that comes through from these trees that you notice have started to kind of look a little more tropical as you've gotten closer, and you see this this large sort of arch that is mostly just like wood and brambles and like things like that, all kind of like marked out to be like almost kind of gives like a little bit of like a tiki torch sort of vibe.
Does it look like Marvin can fit under them?
It does not look like Marvin could fit under it.
I look out the window too, and I yell down to Noros, "Can you stop running around like you're some sort of crab and just come back up here?"
Crabs run sideways, Hunt.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll come right up.
Milo's gonna poke his head back inside and hey Marvin, can we make it through those arches? Should we go around them?
As I explained to most of you,
Mm-hmm.
you are not able to tell me when to stop or when to change direction. You hear Broomhilda go, What's going on, Milo?
I don't know. There's these arches. I was asking Marvin for his if he had
we're
better
here?
judgment. I mean I get we're at the arches. I don't know if here's,
Oh shit.
if
Okay.
here's
All right.
arches.
Yeah, no, we can't go walking. We can't go walking into Marvin, stop. And you just feel immediate lurch.
Ugh.
Eldrin throws up out the window.
Yeah.
That's all it took, really? Come on, Eldrin.
Roll me a d4, Eldrin.
Just see if she throws up on Guar.
1.
Okay, cool. You do not throw up where Gutter is.
Oh no. Oh no.
You do hear a wow.
When Guar says what he says, Eldrin whips around, wipes her mouth, and she says, "I just don't feel well. It must have been something that Marvin cooked for us. If you mention any of this on the ship, I will never speak to any of you again. Are we understood?"
Talk about what?
Exactly. Thank you, Guar.
It was definitely not anything that I cooked. You hear Broomhilda go, Marvin, shut up, please. Okay.
Or I'm just not used to this land food. It's too greasy and it hurts my stomach. So
That's probably what it was. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can't bring Marvin into the town.
That's
What
why
should
I'm a
we-
vegetarian.
maybe I should do that while I'm on land, Wilbur. You're right.
So, it's probably best to park Marvin here.
Well, should we camp out in Marvin tonight since they're not going to be here until tomorrow?
They're actually not going to be here till about midday tomorrow.
Okay.
So
I guess we can.
I just
was
need to
kind
be on the beach at first light
Why?
so I can retrieve the money from the hippocampus that my mother is sending.
You see railers every time she says it. It's so cool.
I could join you. I could do for an early morning beach run.
The hippocampus is not going to breach the water. You need to be able to breathe underwater to meet it. And
Oh no, I would just run along the beach while you waited for the hippocampus and did your thing. I could just do a run and it'd be nice to
Very
run on
well.
the beach.
Okay.
Well, I was just going to suggest, just because it's been, it's been a couple days cooped up in here, that maybe we just rent a room at Mistelius, or
Sure.
a number of rooms.
Sure.
I need to get out of Marvin. I really appreciate you, Marvin. And Broomhilda, I know it will get bigger. I know he will get better. But it is currently in this current state right now quite small. And also he might need Marvin, I don't know if you nap, but you might need a nap. You're coming off a little cranky.
Milo, I fully understand. Yep, I get it.
So yeah, I'm down to hit the
cabin fever as well. Yep.
Well, reminded me when you said Mysteria, even though it has nothing to do with them, because we didn't meet New Moon there, I met Alistair's group there. But anyway, I need to talk to New Moon to warn them about Alyssa. I don't think Green got my message last time. Can I do that real quick before we shut this whole thing down?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Eldrin.
Marvin, find a place to lay low. And you feel, once again...
Also, before we leave Marvin, I should maybe tell you what Hagen said. I don't think that's really something I want to discuss in the middle of the bar.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. What happened?
I don't know. He said something about needing less than a ship to approach Mapley's. Like, we needed just a small group, and
I mean, that kind of makes sense.
He said he only wants to be involved in saving Raylor, not the possible rods. It sounded like he, I don't know, might have been involved in something. He got really weird when I started asking questions. He knows more than he'll tell me.
Well, I do think he is correct. I don't think that getting all the way up to Maple Leafs in a large ship is the best approach. Maybe we need to be dropped off somewhere close so that we can walk into Maple Leafs.
What did you mean when you... What do you mean?
What?
About Hagen.
I don't know. Before he said he didn't want to fight. I don't know if that has something to do with it, or maybe he has some involvement in whatever we're looking for. With the rods, with Maple Leaves. I mean, the man's over 200 years old and he looks like a human, and he's maybe had some kind of dealings with Tall before. He has a past, and some of it might be in Maple Leafs.
Well, didn't Hagen also say that Raylor had dealings with Tall as well, so kind of like father, like son?
I don't think he said that necessarily. He was concerned that
that
he could, since he had been influenced before himself.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, especially after Eldrin's comment, you see Raylor's face kind of change. You see actually Raylor kind of face kind of snaps to Eldrin as if he's about to say something. And he hesitates. He's able to hold it in. Perhaps I should stay here. Or I guess,
Can't. Broomhilda's gonna make Marvin small.
Tonight?
Oh. I look at Broomhilda. What's the
I guess
plan?
I could do it in the morning if you wanted to just... I mean, you can't really do anything.
Well, I'm not comfortable with you staying here alone, regardless of the collar or the ring. No offense.
Yeah, fine. I'll come.
Or Saren can stay here with you.
I wouldn't go without you.
Whatever you want to do.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
That's not gonna work on me.
Saren, I'm fine. And you see him kind of do a little, kind of eye sort of thing of looking around the room real quick. You're not in a private spot.
Okay.
So,
So
you know what? No, let's go. If you guys, if you all think that's okay for me to be out in public, I guess I could use a drink.
Your idea, I wasn't thinking about that. I don't know how recognizable your face is here. We don't know where you've been or where the other you has been. We don't want to
Or you
raise
could just
any-
pretend I didn't say that.
No.
Fine.
I'm not trying to be cruel here. I'm trying to be realistic.
I think Brimhilda's the one that awkwardly breaks attention. Okay, well, Marvin is parked. So
I'm gonna go get the horse.
Eldrin,
Okay.
didn't you say you had to talk to somebody?
Yes. I'll go do that. I go to sending her.
You got it. I think you see Raylor just... I think, regardless of what we decided, there's a couple things in Brimhilda's room I want to make sure that I just handle a quick walks on.
Saren's gonna walk after him.
Mhm.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Like there's a moment where as Milo starts heading down towards the horse and Raylor heads towards the stairs. They like cross paths awkwardly, and and Milo just reaches around him and grabs like 4 or 5 apples to bring to get him up. And excuse me, I'm gonna go.
Yep.
And he like awkwardly pats him on the shoulder and walks around him.
Okay. Mm-hmm. We'll handle Eldrin first.
Okay. She is going to reach out to Grian again and say, I tried reaching out to you before, but did not get a response. So here I'm going to try again. The family knows about Alyssa and her being potentially a rod, I'm assuming is what they were referring to. They are going to regroup and then hunt for her. So she needs to be safe. And I don't think that's with you. So if you could respond and let me know you've heard and that you have a plan for her, that would be wonderful.
I think you probably get a response.
Okay. At least a confirmation of heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get
Okay.
noted. No.
Noted. Eldrin says good enough for me. Eldrin will leave the room.
Okay.
She comes back. Is it still awkward out there, even with Raylar? Like,
I think it was a quick conversation, so I think it's probably like, yeah, it's still like you come back in and it's just that same sort of awkward silence, probably.
Eldrin walks into this awkward silence and says, "Did I say something? Did I cause this awkwardness?"
Not today.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't think so.
thank you.
Cut to Saren and Raylar.
I hate Eldrin.
Like father, like son. Really.
She,
See him just starting to kind of collect his things. Just, oh.
she really didn't need to say it like that.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's not fine. And we don't really know what's happening.
No, we
I'm
don't.
so-
No, we don't. Because so many things. But I will tell you this, Saren. I'm going to find out.
We're gonna find out.
You see him soften a little bit at that. Yeah. We'll find out.
She's just gonna wrap him in a hug.
Sparrow's joke went over really well.
It was a good one.
Right? I thought it was funny. Wilbur seems to be getting to like me.
Mm-hmm. They just need to get to know you more. It's
Yeah.
only been a couple of days.
Very, very long days.
Isn't that the truth? So, a drink in a real tavern.
Arjun thinks it's best that I stay here.
We have the collar, we have the ring. We're good now. Who cares what she thinks?
All right. Let's go get a drink.
She'll grab his hand and pull him out of the room.
I think before you go to pull him out of the room, he pulls you back in, gives you a big embrace, kiss, and then kind of pretends to try to push you out, but you're probably much stronger than him, and it's silly. And you come out.
Okay. Yep.
It's still quiet down here.
Yeah.
I think that Guar would be talking in his head, very clear about that, to Celeste. Probably would go off on his own, maybe like into the kitchen or something.
Okay.
And just so I promise not to talk to anyone over there about it, but I can talk to you because you know what's going on. So what? Okay, so Mask is a friend. Okay, so he's a friend of yours, and there's connections. So he means us no harm.
Right.
Okay, good. I don't know. I've been possessed a few times. You know the story. So
Yeah,
I want to be a little cautious, but I also want to feel like, I was being nice to Mask because, you should be nice to gods so they don't smite you and everything. So, just want to make sure that, everything's on the up and up.
Yes, Gar. It's not really, like I said, it's not really my place to say. If you're concerned about it, he is somewhat of a minor deity. His followers are few. On purpose.
Seem to be a bit of a loner.
Well, he helps those who are lost.
Good to have someone like that nearby. But, if you say he's a friend, then I believe you.
One of the few gods I can say that about.
Hope Persana's another one.
Plead the fifth.
You're not saying anything, and that concerns me.
I have no connection.
Okay. That's fair. I mean, for what it's worth, it seems like he Eldrin likes him quite a bit, and he seems to be pretty effective in helping her out, so.
Yeah. The gods are very effective to their chosen.
Well, sure, it just depends on what cost, right? I mean, I'm lucky with Bahamut, because, if my payment is good deeds and helping those in need and standing up for the downtrodden, and I would do that without a god, but it just makes it even better that I'm doing it for Bahamut. But, some gods, I'm sure you know more than me, the cost of worship and the cost of, it's much more dire, and I feel bad for them.
Shouldn't look at it as payment, Guar. It's ideals that align. And
of course.
A relationship based on the trust that those ideals won't change. That's all.
Yeah. Faith. Yeah. I'm glad that I have you in my corner.
No, you.
Hell yeah. I would high five you but I don't know how that would work. So, mental five.
Why are we including the hells in this?
The what?
Nothing. Just a joke.
Oh, I see what you did there. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. So, Saren and Rayla are staying here, and we're heading out, right?
We're going to.
Excuse me?
I pull out the collar.
Oh, the collar's on.
Oh, the collar's on?
Rayla
Okay.
Yeah.
himself said that it was dangerous because he might be recognized.
I mean, I guess he can't do magic with the collar on. Guar, could you disguise him? Can you?
I can only disguise
other
myself,
people?
unfortunately.
Well, okay. Well, it's probably fine.
Okay.
Here, try this. And I throw a towel over his head.
You guys go ahead. Norris and I will stay here.
No, you no, come on. I want to get a drink with you too.
Don't need to go. I'm not going to put myself in a dangerous situation when I don't need to, and I will avoid it. So, hopefully nothing bad happens.
Are you
but
sure you're not pregnant?
I'm going to punch you in the face, Guar.
You could do it over a couple meads. That'd be more fun. I
No.
won't feel as much pain.
I was reminded today that I need to start doing things for Honoria, and that includes not putting myself into a potentially dangerous situation. So I will stay here with Noros. I don't care. I don't need to go and drink with you all.
Who said you needed to? We want you to come.
Yeah, how about not splitting up and trusting each other and
Like you guys
Yeah.
have trusted me in the past when I have literally told you what's going to happen and then it happens. Yeah, okay. No. Have fun.
Hey, Broomhilda, can you disguise Raylor like you disguised me at the fair? I know you had to like keep doing it, and it was kind of a pain in the ass. But I mean, I was pretty cute, so could you like make him look cute?
He was cute.
oh god, don't make him look like that.
Aldrin, you receive a message in your head.
Oh.
What do you want me to tell them?
Eldrin will respond to her in her head and say, I'm good staying here, so tell them whatever you want.
Yeah. I can do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And what if someone has true sight?
Wait, that's a thing?
If someone has true sight, then they're also going to see me for what I really am.
We had have all the protections that we can, and he can't stay in here forever, and he's gonna be on the ship, and then once we get to land and Maple Leaves and everything, can we just have one night where we can just hope nothing happens?
Hope is not going to keep us alive.
No, we are.
Exactly.
I am not stopping you. Please go and enjoy yourselves. It's fine. I'm not that much fun anyway, guys. I don't know why you're fighting me on this.
Because we stay together.
And you're a neat lady.
You're a neat lady. Thank you, Milo.
As he says that, he prestidigitates too much of a beard onto Raylor's face.
Guar, you notice that works. Milo does that.
Sorry, you cut off the last part.
Guar, you notice that it works when Milo does that.
Hang on. I look at Broomhilda. So you're telling me I can't cast spells, but he can?
Oh god, guys, can we just
Do you not trust that I can handle it? What do you think I'm gonna do?
I made a call, okay? And I made that call, but why is everyone looking at me?
I mean, in your defense,
we're
this
aware of what happened, right?
Oh, 100%. I think you made the right call in the time, when you made it. It's
in her defense, this is all I got. Is
Yeah.
Quar,
Is,
I'm
pointing a finger and making a.
You tried to kill Raylor.
I didn't try to kill Raylor.
Well,
Huxley tried
you
to kill
didn't.
Raylor.
Semantics.
You were part of it. You knew about it.
And I
Even-
used 0 spells.
Okay. I think we all just need to take a breath.
I walk outside the door. I cast invisibility on myself.
And I run away.
Yep.
Eldrin sits
Counterspell.
down. Oh. Eldrin sits down at the table and looks at
Quar.
Nora. Sit down next to her.
Quar. You see Brumhilde run out.
Well, that backfired.
Saren, I'm not trying to be difficult. Please go enjoy yourself with Raylor. Have a drink.
Come with us. We're not leaving you behind.
It's not leaving me behind. I'm literally like 200 feet away from where you guys are going to be.
Okay, and what could happen in that amount of time?
Honestly, I'm probably safer
away.
here than I am out there.
You're safer with us than you are by yourself.
I won't be by myself, right, Norris?
Poor Neuros wants to get a drink with us. Come on.
Just come. We're your friends. Just come be with us.
Maybe later.
Sure. Whatever. I guess be at the beach so you can get the money in the morning.
I will.
Milo? You ready? I guess we should go find Brumhilde and Gwar.
Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be more fun than this, but yeah, I guess let's go.
You see Wilbur kind of take a moment as Milo and Saren are at the door, and
Are you?
don't die.
Are you?
Looking at
Keep
Eldrin.
them.
I won't.
Okay. Wilbur follows Saren and Milo.
Milo's just gonna, once we get down to the bottom, got her. We're going to drink.
Like on the horse and just keep it.
Yeah, I got and he's gonna reach up and start feeding apples to the to get about.
Okay. Flips off the horse. Seems to join you guys. And I'll say, in this moment, as we have the sort of strange sort of scene of figures walking off in slightly different directions from a house on chicken legs in a tropical forest. As we see the not very subtle change to the white sand of Celeste. We zoom out and we see the waves slapping out along the shore. You see the light in the window. And with that, we'll end tonight's session. We'll see you all next week.